This is Match Week. You are joined by myself, Ardi Emini. We discuss everything soccer from the highs and the lows in the sporting week to the news that is relevant to you. You are listening top of the hour on WMC Upper Montclair. And this is Match Week. Oh, it felt so great to say that. I've been doing World Cup coverage. I can't do my tagline. I joke around and beat around the bush. But yes, Match Week is here. And I'm joined in studio by 2 DJs, as per usual. Happens, how it is. And also returning guests who I think... Do you have the most appearances here, Dejan? I want to know. I want to get to the bottom of this.
Here? Between these two, probably.
I mean, just in general, I feel like if there was like a tier list we had to make of
in
like
general,
how
I'm definitely
many,
top three.
You're definitely top three because I'm trying to think because Besmer used to be up there, but he's barely showed up recently, so he's not there anymore. We also have now Steven, who's made a lot. Actually, I keep mentioning World Cup and Match Weeks. I can't, Steven, I can't differentiate stuff anymore. Yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna spend more time with you or my mother. I can't figure it out. But in studio, of course, we have Dejan Bursac, Steven Moncayo, and their return to Match Week. But not to be interviewed, but to be a part of the show. It is Emmi DeNovellis. But we have a lot of things going on here. So in this France-Tunisia game that's going on, while Match Week is going on, there was a goal ruled offsides. Tunisia could have been up 1-0, but, VAR coming in to save the day and ruling it offsides. Now, that's not the only controversial VAR calls we've had in the past couple of days, no? I mean, what's the first one that comes to you guys top of the head that we think of?
I mean, Lautaro Martinez, offside and get the first games against Saudi Arabia. I think that's the most
the one with the shoulder. That's a bit controversial, yeah. But anything else we're thinking about? Any other VAR calls? Maybe that Richarlison goal that was ruled offsides.
There was one.
Not the Richarlison goal. It was the Vinicius Jr. goal.
Yeah.
I can't put my finger on it. There was one goal that I personally didn't think was offside. I just can't seem to put my finger on it. There is one goal that I somewhat thought was offside.
Which one was it?
Abubakar versus Serbia. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, no. Okay, then we're moving on.
I mean, I don't know. The guy's age, the guy's pretty quick.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So I sat there, and as soon as I saw him make the run, I was like, whoa, okay.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, I mean, I can't change what the referee decides in his mind, so we're just going to continue to move on.
That is valid. So on today's agenda of propaganda by Ardi, yes, of course, Ardi bringing you propaganda, Match Week here is celebrating record numbers. Yes, that's right. I usually don't brag. I don't like to brag. I feel like I feel a bit icky sometimes. I don't know. I feel like I think that's my ick. Is like, so if we were talking about icks real quick, just be like a side topic. What's your one ick? Like me, it's like being like overtly like rambunctious about yourself, like being too self-confident. Like that, me, it's like I'm afraid of doing that, and I feel like I'm just gonna be like, like no, I don't like that. That's like no for me. I'm not gonna lie. Anybody else here? What's their ick, real quick, just to go over it.
But you don't come across as cocky though. Just to like before.
Yeah, you really don't.
Yeah, in front of you two, in front of.
Well, I don't think.
No, I'm just saying because like the amount of times we joke around like outside of the station, you and I do, and that's where like it does a joke like you can see me as cocky, but
that's fair.
But all jokes aside, I know I don't, but I still feel like it sometimes. I don't know. But let's go over the numbers. We did hit record numbers of hitting 25,000 listeners. Yep. Shout out to everyone listening in. We love you. We appreciate you. And also 20,000 downloads. So I don't know why you like listening to my voice. Maybe it's because Emmi was on. It's like, oh, wow, she sounds cool. Emmi, if you want to take over, I'm sorry. You're not allowed to. But I really do appreciate the love and support. Thank you to everybody who listens here at WMC 90.3. And thank you to everybody that loves the sport as much as I do. And thank you to all three of you for being here because last night I was panicking thinking I was going to have no one on. Besides my existential thoughts, moving on, we have been doing World Cup coverage here at WMC 90.3. It's not only just me here on the airways for 2 hours on Wednesdays. I think I've taken over the station, guys. I think I'm just talking too much on air. I really am. What do you think of the World Cup coverage so far? Do you think we've been doing good? Do you think that we've been covering the games well? You like our discussions? I know, Steven, you went through it on Monday with the Portugal-Uruguay game.
Oh, my God. It was like less discussion, more like just...
It was like a roast
making fun of Ardi.
Yeah, it really was. I was trying to talk about the game,
so
and
funny,
then Aunt Maz was like, this guy... doesn't know what he's talking about. Oh man.
That's most of the time. I agree with that.
No,
Yeah. Oh, thanks, Dejan. I appreciate you. Woo.
Ardi's
Just-
coaching career that just had.
Yeah, they kept insulting my coaching. It's like we're here to talk about the Portugal Uruguay game, and Matt's just deflecting because he's scared of what's gonna happen with Portugal. And it's like, no, accept your fate. You were gonna win the game. I don't know why you're getting scared for.
Yeah, no, Portugal was very strong in that game.
Oh yeah, they
very,
were.
very, very strong.
I mean, here's the so. Have we seen like what? So the teams that have been officially eliminated so far is Qatar, Canada, Ecuador, Iran, and Wales. Right? Those are the teams. And plus today, who else do we have potentially up for to be eliminated? Because we know that Group C, I think it's a coin toss right now. Not even a coin toss. I need like a 4-sided coin to figure out who's going where. Because at any point, if any of these games go a certain way, the top two can be completely different.
Yeah.
For who?
For Group C.
Group G also.
Group G also. Well, Group G. Group G, not really. Brazil's guaranteed.
Brazil's guaranteed, but if Serbia beats Switzerland, they go on top, and if Brazil beats Cameroon, Serbia take the second place, Switzerland fall to third, and Cameroon fall to fourth.
Yeah, but then also,
But it's like the whole thing switches around, though. If Switzerland beat us, they confirm second place, and if Cameroon beats Brazil, they still get third place, and we're hopefully.
What about Group E?
Group E, that's also. Here's the thing: we thought it was a solidified group by Spain, but the thing is that with the 4 points and the goal differential Spain has, I wouldn't be too stressed out. They just can't lose their next game. That's all it is.
Yeah, exactly.
They're guaranteed the spot. It's for them. They're playing for the seeding, right?
Yeah.
And also, down in your defense, Ekuchezi. No, Serbia's not making it. You know, half of Switzerland's Albanian. You know this, bro. That's why it's a joke.
That's why we're gonna play 10 times better than the previous 2 games. It's a personal vendetta.
There's some tribalism going on there, but also Japan looks like a solid shout of maybe making it through on Group E.
Yeah, I can see that.
But their loss to Costa Rica really made me mad waking up in the morning.
I don't blame you either because it's like throwing me for a loop. It's like you can beat Germany, but then you can't handle a really weak Costa Rica side. Like, you know what it is? I think that the difference between the two teams is that because of how solid of a goalkeeping presence they have in Keylor Navas, that like no offense to Japan, but when you're playing against Spain, like your goalkeeper won't be able to save you every time. Meanwhile, if you're playing against like a team just below that like upper echelon, your goalkeeper can save you out and beat you out, and that's where a lot of like smaller teams can get caught out. So that was like the only way I saw Costa Rica winning it was because of like that regard.
And not only that was their only shot on goal, and
Yeah, that's insane.
That's how it is sometimes. No one remembers that Celtic Barcelona game back in like 2012. Barca had like 74% possession.
Had like 75% possession,
and they lost 2-0.
Yeah, that was 2-0.
Crazy.
Celtic only had 2 shots all game and scored both of them. Oh man. But I mean, here's the thing, right? So speaking of these games that are going on right now, France, Tunisia, let's just go over the France lineup real quick because we do see big differences in this game right now with what they usually have. So just to open, new tab, go into lineups. So for France, wow, talk about a difference. They have Camavinga at left back.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, what's happening here?
And they have Diassi playing, Varane, Konate, Mandanda in goal, which I don't mind. We love Steve Mandanda.
Yeah, it's good goalkeeper.
But also, we all do wish it was Mike Magnan. You know, we miss him. The midfield is Fofana, Vertao, Tushimedi, and Guendouzi. We don't mind, and then Muani and Coman up top. So you could tell that Deschamps is sort of experimenting.
Yeah, he's just putting the
Just
get him some game time.
Yeah, but then like why put Camavinga at left back? I don't understand.
To get that game.
I don't get it. Like, especially with the fact that we haven't seen an appearance from. Well, first off, Mendy didn't get called up, right? So the fact that you had a perfectly good left back to play.
I mean, he'll make something happen. He's a Real Madrid player. Come on.
Yeah, that's true. But you also, I don't know. I feel like keep players in their position. This, like, even though it's clearly we saw the goal being ruled offsides, this isn't a game where you mess around. You know.
No, I definitely think Mendy should have get called up because I mean, you only had a backup of Theo Hernandez. I mean, who else do you have in that left back position?
Well, it was the other Hernandez brother. But
I mean, yeah, but he plays more like centrally. Also,
he's a center back.
Yeah, he's a center back exactly. But you need like a third left back, just in case. Because let's say Lucas Hernandez got injured. Then you have Theo Hernandez, but then you have also Mendy in the backup as well.
Yeah, I was about to say if England can call up 5 right backs, I think you can afford to call up one more left.
Because I feel like what Deschamps is doing right now, he's trying to play it safe. He doesn't want Theo Hernandez to get injured in this game because he knows that he's his only like viable left back in this lineup. Yeah.
But then I don't know. I think just like you look at the midfield they have.
Yeah, it's
none of them are like a 10. None of them are like an 8. They're all just center defensive holding midfielders. It's like they're trying to play with they're trying to play with like a back 8 right now. Just have Muani and Coleman just break out on the counter.
Yeah.
Which is like sort of playing anti-France because they're known to be one of the more expansive teams in this World Cup.
You know, I'm surprised because William Saliba hasn't played in this World Cup yet.
And I'm frustrated about it because I'm not going to lie. Like, don't get me wrong, Konate has been outstanding for Liverpool.
Yeah.
But Saliba has been sensational for Arsenal.
I just wonder why. Like,
Listen, man, there's lots of players that haven't yet played a single minute in this World Cup that
Flamenco, I mean, he played. but, like,
unjustably should be playing.
Upamecano. Well, no, he
Yeah,
played the first
Upamecano.
game, no? I thought he played the first game. Because I thought they had a back 2 of Upamecano and...
Upamecano, they play.
Yeah, it was Upamecano and Konate at the center backs because
Yeah.
they were trying to rest Varane.
Mhm.
I don't know. It doesn't rub me the right way.
My 2-star boys haven't touched the field in a single minute so far.
Which boys? Oh,
Luka Jovic and Dusan Vlahovic.
oh, yeah, that's true. How? This is why Serbia deserves to be eliminated because the fact that Vlahovic and Jovic have not played yet makes no sense to me.
For the last game, I blame the coach. I feel like we lost the game or we tied the game due to the coach's horrible coaching.
Well, this World Cup, I think most teams are if they lose, it is because of the coaching. Like nothing here has convinced me that not a lot of these teams are like lights out above everybody, right? Because the only teams I see that are like that is Brazil, France, and maybe Spain. Even England, they suffer from bad coaching. Like the USA game, don't get me wrong, USA made it to the round of 16. We love to hear it, guys, right? But it was a very weak performance from England. Very weak, which concerns me about how we're going to play against other teams.
But I think they were just trying to play it safe because they didn't need to win
Yeah.
in certain cases, so they were just like wasting a lot of time. Like obviously England could have performed better, but I think they were fine with the result.
I mean, you could say it's a poor performance from England, but I
But
think
you
it's
want to know what it is, though?
a strong performance.
England played so
from
much
USA.
better, so Marcus Rashford was on the pitch, as we saw in yesterday's game.
True. Player of the match.
Spicy, bro. Oh, came on and scored brace. Put in my veins. Can't be upset with Marcus Rashford scoring goals, bro.
Start him.
Yeah,
Start
but
him.
Yeah, I agree.
back to my 2 players. It's for me the coaching.
It's like no one cares about United. Just go to my players.
What had me like somewhat upset is the fact that Mitrovic and Kostic, who were injured previously, Mitrovic had some type of ankle problem, and Kostic wasn't typically fit enough to play.
Yeah.
He played the both of them for 90 minutes. He started making subs in the 75th minute, 78th minute, which already that's way too late in the game.
Yeah.
If you want to bring somebody on and, boost the squad morale and just, have an overall good morale of the squad, should have made it at like the 60th, 65th.
Yeah.
The fact that 2 people who were just injured a couple weeks ago playing 90 minutes it's a little bit crazy.
But you're asking for more injury
Exactly.
problems.
You're asking for them to just completely be like, and then when he does make the subs, he makes horrible subs.
Yeah.
He brings on 2 midfielders and a defender who's 35 years old and plays in the lower leagues of Spain. Why? What's the point? We have some of the fastest players. We have 2 amazing forwards who have been lights out for now.
I mean, Luka Jovic, who's been through a renaissance, but he is a solid performer. I will give you that. You can't call him from what he's been before because he has been consistent enough of what he was before.
He has currently right now 6 goals in the last 5 Serie A matches.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
also tied at the top scorer for the UEFA Conference League. So he does have his
No, I know, but then
somewhat getting revived.
people will look at you and just say, "Oh, he's going through a purple patch, though. He's just scoring a bit, and he's gonna fall off again."
But to keep an $80 million player on the bench, the fact that Vlahovic is worth more than the Cameroonian 11 says enough on why he shouldn't be on the bench.
God.
I can't.
That's pretty bad, man. That's pretty
But
bad.
you know what it is? Just Cameroon's a better overall team. I'm sorry to tell you, but price tags don't mean everything.
I don't know, man. I don't agree with that. I feel like we
I
had the
get what you're
biggest bottle
saying.
job.
I understand what your frustration is because it's poor coaching.
Very, very,
Because
very,
your
very
same
bad.
concerns is the same concerns people have for the United States. It's like we have Weston McKennie coming back from injury, but yet we are forcing to play him all 90 minutes of every game because we're afraid of what happens without him in the midfield.
And the fact is that our coach came 4th place with Yugoslavia in the World Cup. So you have complete World Cup experience. You probably also scored one of the best goals at the time when he was the guy that there was a corner kick.
Yeah, I know.
And he lifted up the ball and just started juggling the ball up the field because there was so much rain on the ground that the ball couldn't.
Also, real quick, do you guys know what Yugoslavia is in this room? Just to clarify, Steven, Emmi, do we know what it is?
If I'm not mistaken, isn't it?
Oh, if only they knew the great nation.
If only they knew the great
If only
nation.
they knew.
So technically, my mother is Yugoslavian. She was born in like the part of Albania, but that wasn't Albania. It was taken over by Yugoslavia. History things. Besides the point. So Yugoslavia used to be made up of what? Of
Croatia,
Macedonia, Croatia,
Serbia.
no, well, not was it Serbia? I thought
Yeah.
Serbia was still its own thing.
Yeah,
Serbia, Croatia, Bosnia,
Macedonia, Albania.
Macedonia. It wasn't Albania. Albania was still its own thing. Because we got. Don't forget, it was Albanian Independence Day the other day. We've been independent for 112 years, my guy.
Congrats.
Thank you.
But anyway,
All because of you. All because of you, Dan.
I won't.
No.
I won't spit not soccer propaganda.
No, not soccer propaganda. No, all jokes aside. But yeah, Yugoslavia literally was the powerhouse of Europe for a long time. It's the best way to explain it. Because imagine being able to pull from 7 different countries of a crop of players that you can have for a World Cup.
That is insane. It's a powerhouse.
So imagine having like a midfield of like Sergej Milinkovic-Savic, Luka Modric, and like Brozovic, and just having multiple stars.
So the best way to explain it is like imagine having a back 4 from like Croatia, a midfield 3 from like Bosnia, and then a attacking striking force from like Serbia. Like you could just have like a mix of any player you want.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna stand to this by today, and that's that. If we still were Yugoslavia, the amount of World Cups that we would have,
dude.
Brazil and
Because
and
just
Uruguay
dude,
and Argentina wouldn't come
just look
close.
at World Cup 2018. Just combine that Croatia team with that Serbia team. You take the best of like both parts from each. You have a front 3. You have an attacking line of Mandzukic with Kostic and everybody around him, and you have that back. Oh my god, dude, it'd be insane. It'd be insane.
I feel like we would have gave France a run for their money. I don't know if we
could've.
would have won because that 2018 France was pretty nice.
Yeah, but France just like
Pretty nice,
exports
man.
from other countries and has them change nations. You know,
That's true.
True.
That's how it is.
Yeah, but so does Switzerland.
Yeah, but it's not only Switzerland, Germany as well. Germany has Albanians as well. Okay, Albania likes to supply
Adeyemi?
everybody.
Would Karim Adeyemi be considered an Albanian?
If he is, that'd be awesome. Not gonna lie.
Adeyemi.
No, Mustafi was though.
Mustafi, I know.
Yeah, Mustafi was.
I know.
Mesut
100%.
Ozil was Turkish, but his family was Turkish Albanians though. Fun fact.
Yeah, Ozil. I could tell Ozil was from those types of regions.
Hey, no nice.
It's true though.
Yeah.
He doesn't look German.
He doesn't look German. You're all
He
right.
doesn't look German.
He wasn't blonde hair, blue eyed. But anyways, besides the point, we are moving on to some news that's happened. So today, Al Nassr has approached Cristiano Ronaldo. $200 million a year transfer. Like he'll be going on, but the only issue with this contract is how much they want in image rights, which is why they're offering to pay him $200 million a year.
Yeah, he's not gonna accept that.
So like, I'm not gonna lie. If you're Ronaldo right now, do you go for the bag or do you still want to be Mr. Champions League?
He's not gonna go for the bag.
No,
He
not.
doesn't need the
He
bag.
wouldn't.
He already rejected
He
it
wouldn't.
once.
He 100% doesn't need the bag. The guy's made X amount of money.
My question is, if he wins this World Cup, do you think he cares about his Champions League standing?
No, if he wins the World Cup, he's retiring.
Yeah, I
He's
feel
already
like- I
said-
feel like-
he's
I feel
already
like
stated.
set in stone and just like
He wins the World Cup, he's done. He's won everything he needs to win.
yeah, basically.
He won the Euros in 2016. If he wins this World Cup, that's an ultimate stamp on why he's better than Messi.
Yeah, that's true. But then also, do you think that he still wants to have that Champions League record though that no one can catch up to,
What's the Champions League record?
like most goals scored?
Nobody's gonna catch up to that.
I don't know, because Messi's not that far off. He still has another few years, and if he
Yeah.
stays at PSG,
I mean, they're saying he's gonna go by Inter.
Yeah,
maybe next
he's
season. But
be-
I don't believe that. I feel like he should
2000
stay. I mean, personally, I think actually he should stay and break the record. I mean, if you, I don't know.
23,
yeah,
24.
to help
But I
maintain
feel like
his record,
Ronaldo
yeah.
should stay and also defend his record. But
23, 24, Messi's probably going to be in the MLS.
I could
know.
see that.
I can see both of them coming over.
No, I
But
would-
it's
I would
just
see
neither
that.
of them playing for
But
Red
do you think?
Bulls.
But do you think that's sort of like an insult to the MLS though? Like, don't get me wrong. Like, we love to have new talents coming into this league.
No, that's completely not an insult to the MLS. MLS needs a little bit more exposure, and I think if you bring the two of the best, arguably the best players in the world, to the MLS,
But then, do you
it's
think
going to explode.
Do you think the MLS is going to run into the issue that maybe like teams that you're not allowed to play for run into the issue of the fact that there's a player there that's bigger than anything in football?
No, I think it'll draw more people in because I feel like the U.S. needs that exposure of getting international people, and that's what we're failing with kind of now. So I feel like if you do get Messi and Ronaldo, that'll draw in other people.
When you sit there and you think of like Americans, they sit there and they probably watch football more than they do watch soccer. I think that I've heard from people that they think it's boring, but it's also, for me, it's also boring to throw a football down the field for every 15-minute quarter.
Yeah.
But that's besides the point.
Because the thing is, like, we've been on the other end of it down, and people are just like, oh, they just kick a ball down the field. But meanwhile, we're roasting them. It's like, yeah, just throw a ball. But like, oh, there's intricate plays
Mind you,
and running routes. It's like you just throw a ball down the field. Bud.
They stand in place, and just the most people that are running are the wide receivers. That nobody else is running.
Anyway,
besides the running back.
this is not a hit list on football.
Yeah.
We are covering the real football.
But what I was going to say is imagine, let's say Ronaldo or Messi. They're never going to join the Red Bulls. That's written in the stars.
I wish, dude. I wish.
But imagine the ticket sales and also the jersey sales and everything. It's just going to be a complete boost to what they are now.
But I think the issue is how the league is ran. That's my biggest problem because of course it's of course Americanized, right? So it's a franchise league.
Yeah.
Which is the biggest problem. You can't like there is capitalism within football, but there isn't franchising. Like everyone has like their own player rights. Everyone has their own imaging rights. The money is spread out to where everything is working out with each other and not shared with one another. I think that's the biggest problem with the MLS at the end of the day. That there's not enough accountability on individual teams to run their own teams. Mm-hmm. And there's no fear. There's no promotion relegation. There's no fight to stay at the top. There's just like, oh, we won this year, cool, that's it. Yeah. Oh, we're not going to win this year? Oh, we're just going to tank and maybe get some picks in the MLS draft. Which is another thing. I think they have to do away with the MLS draft. And all in favor, say aye.
Draft, like,
all in favor of doing away with the MLS draft, say aye. Say aye.
I'm definitely not gonna say it, man. If
say it, bro.
If you were a top 3 player right now in the United States, and let's say you wanted to pursue your career, the MLS draft would probably be the best.
Yeah, but
the thing is, there's some players that like they get like not noticed, like they're like under the radar, and they still don't get noticed because they're not in the MLS draft.
Yeah, but the issue is that they have to be. Here's the thing: in order for you to get recognized, you have to either be playing at MLS Next Club, or you have to be already a part of the academy system.
But exactly, you need connections. You know what I mean?
You have to play like in a good college.
Exactly.
Yeah,
you have to play in Georgetown, Temple, Syracuse,
Harvard. Realistically, I'm not even gonna lie, because Jordan Morris, guess what? He got his call up playing at Harvard University. He didn't
Jordan Morris.
Yeah, but how many?
Jordan Morris.
The guy
he did not play a single minute of professional ball. He only played at Harvard when Jurgen Klinsmann called him up.
But let's not forget about our own goalkeeper for the United States, Matt Turner, who didn't start playing soccer till he was 16. And walked on to Fairfield and didn't play till his junior year because he approached his coach that he should be the starting goalkeeper, and he agreed. So
that's insane.
He started every game since.
That's the American story, guys.
And
I like baseball, but you know what? I'm going to go in goal instead.
Yeah.
And he's the first American keeper to have a shutout in the World Cup since, 1930-something?
Yeah,
man,
but
he's even performing well.
But if we're gonna talk about World Cup records and U.S. goalies, Tim Howard, 16 saves in one match.
Tim Howard, man, he loves Tim Howard.
I do. United.
That's a bad record, dude.
Can't fight.
That's a bad record.
That's not a bad.
You know how horrible the defense has to be for a goalkeeper to save 16 shots.
It doesn't matter, dude. Like
Dude,
that's
bad.
probably one of the best goalkeeping performances we'll see.
You might as well have like Swiss cheese as your defense, because the amount of holes that were poked in that defense, and oh man. Horrible.
Oh man,
horrid.
You know what, Dejan? You know what that joke gets you? You want to know what it gets you?
Whatever it gets me out of.
You're just gonna have to deal with this. If I wish I knew how to use this. Hold on, wait.
Oh brother, this guy stinks.
There you go. That was for Anthony Cafone, who says I don't use sound effects enough. Yeah. Anyways, it's still 0-0 here for Tunisia, France. Who's got the update for Denmark, Australia, guys?
0-0 still.
0-0 still. Okay, so we have, of course, Ronaldo contract, which delved into our MLS talk. Now we got Manchester United finally to be sold by the Glazers.
It only took
17 years.
It took a Ronaldo speech.
I don't think it's because of Ronaldo.
I don't think it's because of Ronaldo.
I do. I feel like he had a little bit of leverage. Like I'm 100%. If you didn't sit there and listen to the conversation, even if you're the board, just to see what type of problems that you have at the club and see what you have to do,
But the Glazers are coming out of this hands free technically, because it's not like they've taken out like loans and a whole bunch of stuff on Manchester United as a corporation, and they're leaving out scot free because they've already pulled their money and made their money from it.
The Glazers should never touch anywhere near football ever again. Not a club, not even a non-league club, not even like lower tier club, nothing. They should sit at home and not even turn on the TV and watch soccer. That's how bad they are.
They don't anyways. I don't know what you're trying to
Good.
say there. Right.
That let's just keep it like that, because Those guys have not a single clue.
But like
what they're
my
doing.
concern is that it's not like because Chelsea got in Todd Bowley, right, and like he's sort of like the American conglomerate, and he's trying to invest, and then with like the likes of Newcastle and City being bought out by sports washing types nations, it sort of worries me because like don't get me wrong, like I don't think the money side is the issue with United. I think having a proper club structure is the issue. So, what type of owner do you want to come in?
Who was the board when the last time you guys won the Premier League season?
I can't.
Testing your Man United line.
Well, that was also a decade ago, Dan. So I really couldn't tell you. Not gonna lie.
Well, whoever they may be.
All you have to know is that Ed Woodward was in charge of footballing operations. Actually, technically, United Sir Alex was in charge of everything before he left. And then when he left, that's when like Ed Woodward and all these guys started getting involved. So
Yeah, as I stated every single time I talk about United, you guys without Ferguson are nothing.
well, yeah. That's obviously have a manager at a club for 26 and a half years.
How are you guys? I start investing on trying to build a time machine. Stick the guy in there and just roll back the years a couple times until you guys have like the good amount of Champions Leagues.
Or just invest in Ten Hag. I believe in Ten Hag.
Nah,
I believe in him.
I don't know.
First off, if he's been doing what he's been able to do this season with having, I'm not saying minor investments, but realistically, make the club being forced to overinvest with only 2 or 3 players, with just only 2 or 3 players making a big difference in your team, I think there's more to be done there with him.
I mean, if I'm not mistaken, I think Cody Gakpo could have went to United.
He is.
And he wanted him really bad.
I mean,
Ten
he
Hag.
is.
And I mean, look at him right now. I mean,
He's doing all right at the
he's
World
popping
Cup.
up. And I think he's gonna have a bigger price tag in January. I still think United's gonna get him.
Well, he's gonna have a bigger price tag in January because it's halfway through the season. That's the problem.
That's true. But I
But-
mean, you could have Cody Gakpo for 50 mil or Anthony for 100 mil. I mean, you make your pick.
Well, I'd take Anthony's proven himself already for the club. He's been lights out performer.
You guys have
He's
just
been
been
okay.
signing Eredivisie players.
Hey, it works out.
No,
can't complain.
it does work out. Though.
One of the best players in the club right now is Lisandro Martinez.
I think
Anthony, Lisandro
Frankie would've
Martinez,
been such a good
Malacia,
signing
and
for
He
United.
would have. He made. There's again. The issues is
seen the
that
bench
we
with
went
him.
we went from Frankie to Rabiot to Casemiro.
I mean,
How are any of those 3 similar? Is my question. That's the problem. There's
They're
no
all
direction.
midfielders.
No, but there's no direction in the type of midfielder you want though. Like, do they fit Ten Hag's system, or does Ten Hag want him to play a certain way? It's just
I mean,
random
watching
midfielders being
Rabiot in
picked.
this World Cup, I mean, he's actually not that bad.
Anything but McTominay and Fred, I think will do.
I mean, Fred at this World Cup too. You can't really insult though.
I haven't seen him do a single thing.
Well, that's because you haven't been watching. So
They're in my group.
I know it's a joke.
I'm forced to
I know.
watch.
But yeah,
But Dan, how unfortunate were you? How happy were you that you couldn't watch Brazil-Serbia game live on air because we were running into technical difficulties?
I was pretty.
we were roasting you the whole time.
I was okay throughout the first half. I felt like we did a good job defending throughout the first half, but then the second half we just completely fell apart.
it's
As
just
soon
like their backup. Their substitutions that Brazil has.
Hence why I continue to say Serbia's coach doesn't know what he's doing most of the time. It's like, how do you, we topped our Nations League group, which that probably doesn't mean anything because it's the Nations League. But we topped the group. We didn't lose. We were undefeated in World Cup qualifying. And our last friendly, we beat a poor country like Bahrain 5-1. So we're constantly attacking these teams. And then when we get to the World Cup, we sit there and we defend.
Yeah.
Why are we doing that?
Well, that's what a lot of teams have done so far, though. As of right now, if the games stay as they are, it looks like that France and Denmark will advance in the World Cup. So far, it's looking like.
Which is my 2 picks in my World Cup prediction.
Yeah, they are too. But I mean, I feel like Tunisia could surprise. I don't know. Just have a little feeling.
The only team that I felt very, very bad for that got eliminated is Ecuador. The other teams that were
Yeah.
there, I don't feel bad for.
Ecuador is
Yeah.
probably the team that was like out of all eliminated was the one.
I'm not gonna lie.
deserved to go through.
If you swap Ecuador out with any of the 3 in Group D of Australia, Denmark, or Tunisia, I think
they're
they play
qualified.
second in that group easy.
Easily.
Because realistically, a Netherlands, he's there.
Yeah, I mean, they could have had the chance to beat Netherlands. I mean, they played really contested, but I feel like Ecuador had more of the clear chances in that game.
I also don't know how I feel about these World Cup draws. 2018 World Cup to me is like I don't know.
See, there's like exciting draws and there's like just boring ones.
Yeah, I mean, but
Think about it. How is France and Denmark getting a group of Australia and Tunisia?
it's just that's how it is.
But then other countries sit there like Japan or Costa Rica get Spain and Germany. Like, whoa, man! Like
but guess what? Germany might not even make it through though. So it's like you could say one thing about the groups, but in the meantime, that actually might not end up working out for them.
That's true.
Have like
Klose?
Miroslav Klose. They used to have like these type of strikers. Like even go back to like all the way like a Rudi Voller or something like that. Like
Gerd Muller.
Like they used to have players that would always a recognized striker. And the issue is that they have too many players that can play in and out of the striker role, but that are not just that guy up front.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have consistent
Yeah.
goal scorers.
If I was Germany, I'd start playing like.
If I was
They don't have a striker.
Germany, I'd play like 2014 Germany. We talking about
They had a striker back then.
no 2014 Germany, dude. They had Miroslav Klose.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's why they should play right now. Forward, they have to sit like Kai Havertz at a center
what do you
forward
mean,
role.
bro?
Yeah, like a center forward
Dude,
role, but as-
2010 Spain had David Villa, bro.
No, but they won the World Cup. David Villa I think he was injured.
Like, he was not injured, dude.
He was injured for like the last part of it.
Was it Casillas in goal? I don't even know.
It was Casillas goals.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
the times they've won stuff, it was when they weren't political about like who to call up Real Madrid or Barcelona players. It was when they mixed it, they didn't care.
Well, that's because of the poor manager.
Amazing.
Because like Gavi and Pedri, when you see them play for Barcelona, you always think like, okay, wow, they're pretty good, they're solid.
Yeah.
For
I
say
mean,
Musiala
look,
robbed.
Dude,
but like, okay, look,
come on, man.
What do you mean? Come on.
I think,
when are we
I
gonna
think,
stop?
I
Relax
think,
me, how? Come on, bro. What are
I
you talking
think
about,
in
bro?
league-
When are we gonna stop with this like crazy?
I think in league play, you could see that, Musiala got robbed. But I mean, now entering this World Cup, I mean, I see Gavi more as a mature player. I mean, I could see why he somewhat deserves it, though.
But the thing is with Gavi, like he had a season where he had 72 games played in one season. By the way, France almost conceding there. Barisi saving
yeah,
them.
but I mean, look, we have Musiala here in league play, 20 plus goal contributions. I think he's the top goal contributor for Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich, like
right now,
the name,
yeah,
exactly.
in the
I
league,
mean,
yeah.
that's just insane if you put it in perspective. Like
we did
to be
also buy him
that
for
young and to be
400K.
the top goal contributor already halfway in the season, I think that's just like
He did
wow,
come
mental.
from Besmir's Academy over there in
Yeah,
Cobham.
yeah.
yeah for 500K. You guys
four-
Well, guess what?
Oh,
And then guess
now
what?
he's
And then
worth
guess what? He's gonna say like,
100
oh yeah, but guess what? Look what Cotton does, bro. Look what they produce. Like, he's like, yeah, but you can keep him. So why do you
yeah,
care?
you guys
Like,
sold him for like 500K.
And
Yeah.
now he's worth over 100 mil.
Yeah, but
yeah, and every player's worth over 100 mil.
Hence
But
why
I
I say
mean,
it. This is exactly
Right
why
now, for Division III college soccer, a team is going for Emmi DeNovellis to pay 100 million. Like that, any player is worth 100 million. if they show some talent, they're worth 100 million now.
Give
By
her
the way, it
time.
was not insult Emmi. Just
Give her
clarify.
time.
Guys,
She may
okay.
develop into a
was
better
a way
Alex
to-
Morgan. All right.
yeah, okay. What? Oh, I'm sorry. What you say?
Give her time. She's gonna develop into a better Alex Morgan.
Where does Emmi play? Where does Emmi play? Dan, do you know where she plays?
Right back. I listen. I listen. I listen.
You know, you should.
I
I
listen.
appreciate that. You do listen. But no. I do have to say, though, in regards to, Germany, right? They look like they are being carried in midfield by Musiala. I think we have to address that.
By Musiala alone, no. Goretzka is also wow.
Yeah, but it's also silky ilky.
No.
No, dude, Gundogan's
man.
been looking good, bro. Don't you dare insult my silky ilky. He looks great. Meanwhile, he plays for City. I hate City. But
Exactly. We are giving him
I've
praises.
always loved Gundogan though. I loved him at Dortmund, and when he went there, hurts. But I love Ilkay Gundogan.
For me, Goretzka, man, like if you ever need an attacking, also like he's a high type of person. Like
Yeah.
he sits there, he could attack the box, but then he could make a complete full on sprint back and make like a crucial tackle, and then try to proceed.
You want to know why? is because what Bayern's been feeding him, dude.
Do you see the pictures of the muscles?
Oh my god. So like, I mean, do you know what Goretzka used to look like before he got really jacked?
No.
Like,
I'll show you a picture.
Yeah, okay, yeah, pull it up, Dan. So I don't know what Bayern feeds their players, but they all go from like string bean, like sort of the skinny-ish weird guy who plays football, to absolute monsters. Like the biceps they put, like it makes no sense. It makes no sense.
That was his first game for Bayern, and that's
You see it, right? You see it.
He like looks like boxy.
That's what I'm saying. How?
Same thing happened to Coutinho. I was like, wow.
Yeah, even Coutinho
Brazilian.
was every 6 months and he got jacked.
Yeah.
Where's the logic?
when I sat there and I saw that Bayern ball.
Dan.
At first, I was like,
Yeah, should we take a trip to Germany for like a couple months?
we should.
Should we just like be like, hey guys, want to help us out?
We'll
real
get
quick?
carried away though.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Bratwurst
what
and
would,
some beer,
I
probably
want
get
to?
carried away.
Oh, what would have my mental if I got that jacked? But anyways, besides the point. So, so we talked about Ronaldo contract, United to be sold, which tailgated into all that jazz about Musiala and Gavi. Now we have to talk about the first ever World Cup game to be refereed by a female officiant.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Her name is Stephanie Framport, and she will referee the crucial World Cup clash between Costa Rica versus Germany, where she will become the first female to take charge at the men's tournament in its 92-year history. Previously, she was the first woman to officiate the World Cup qualifying match in March 2021 between Netherlands and Latvia. So, she has some pedigree.
I think this is a very huge step
I think it's a big statement, yeah.
for women in general. I feel like, so to be honest, I feel like some women referees are probably better than the men.
Yeah.
Probably they are.
You know, man.
Yeah.
Some of these guys have like a personal vendetta, and like it's just crazy. Like for women, I don't really think they care much about match fixing. But men, when it comes to money and you know,
I don't think that's the case. I just think that they look at the game more objectively when they play, because like a lot of the guys when they're when they're on the pitch, it's like, hey, that could have been me if I stuck to it, or like stuff like that. Or they think they know more than the players on the pitch, where meanwhile it's way less subjective and more objective. I think that's the benefit you're looking for.
yeah.
But it just also, it's like if you're having such a referee shortage and people are having issues with referees that are constantly being used in these World Cup matches or even constantly being used in these Champions League matches, why do you keep entertaining them if there's always controversy and problems around them? Like, why not give the women the chance is my thought process behind it.
I would have given them a chance just to see how it goes. And most women referee are still better than the men. Like there's a couple I can't name off the top of my head, but off looks, I know personally who I hate.
Off the eye test looks, not like looks. Wait, just to clarify,
Yeah.
he's talking about like how they do, like when you look.
When I
not,
look,
not their personal look. We're not talking about that.
No,
this is not what we
like-
talk about here, Matt. We're talking about like how they do
when
their
I
job.
sit there and I like recognize their face, I know that's them. But I don't know their names by heart because I
Yeah.
could care less.
Yeah.
But once I look at their face,
you're,
and I
you're doing
know,
a good thing, and then you pull it back a bit. It's like based off their looks, but like you save yourself. And it's like
I don't know
I know
their
their
name.
face, but I can care less. But it's like, you got to help yourself, bud. You're digging a hole every time.
like I can name the, like usually already you could say like when it comes to ball knowledge, I'm probably close to best. Like I can name most of the players that other people can't.
Yeah.
But referees, I just don't know. I just don't know their names. So when I sit there and look at the guy, I'm like, oh, okay, I know who this is, and I hate him.
So just to clarify, both matches have now hit halftime. It is 0-0 here, and as the standings stand, you see, that's the standing stand. I'm not funny. So the top two right now is actually France and Australia. So Australia will make it through if they get a draw.
Yeah, I was gonna correct you on that before.
Yeah,
you said
I
it.
wish you did, because now I feel like a schmuck, but it is what it is, you know?
Yeah, because Australia has 4 points and
Yeah.
the rest have 2, but it's okay.
Usually someone's correcting me. That's why I was surprised no one corrected me. I heard myself say it, no one corrected me. I was like, no, I'm going to move on. I'm just going to roll with it.
Like that one time you called Poland Croatia.
Yeah, okay, we don't have
Yeah.
to harp on all my problems I have. I mean, I know I mess up a lot.
My God.
I feel like this is Magic phone attacking me. No, I'm joking.
God,
I'm joking. But here's the thing, right? So now, how are clubs expected to look past the World Cup? Like, World Cup's over. Where do we think teams are going to be looking
I mean,
like?
I saw Chelsea sign Nkunku.
Nkunku.
That's
That's a really good sign. I was like under the radar, but I feel like that's such an important signing for Chelsea.
That's a very good
because
sign for Chelsea. But
He's such an energetic player.
Chelsea have the number 9 curse. So
If he gets number
I
9.
don't think he's
He's
gonna
not
get
gonna
it.
get number 9.
But here's the thing. It's what he's going to leave in the summer to go there, though, right? Or is he going in January?
Summer.
Summer. Yeah, exactly. So he still has 6 months to sort himself out and come back from injury.
Yeah.
But still, Chelsea haven't had a good forward since Drogba.
Yeah, I mean,
is it really
yeah.
is he really a forward though? Is it like
well, no, he's
And Cuckoo's a forward.
he's a forward, but he's not a forward. He plays everywhere on the pitch.
yeah, he
He's a
plays like
forward.
I don't know. I see him everywhere.
He's just center forward.
Dan, you play FIFA. You know that he gets a center mid, a cam, a center forward in form. He gets a striker.
But that's that's
I know it's a joke. It's a joke. I know. I know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to relate to
But
you.
yeah, I feel like
know.
he's
You don't
like
have to
definitely what
tell me
Chelsea
it's a
needs
joke.
right now. I mean, he's definitely what Chelsea needs right now. Like they just haven't been scoring goals. I don't know.
Well, it's just the issue is that you're
Yeah,
sort
take
of.
out Broha and put in,
Yeah. Finally.
whoa! I
Finally.
do not support Chelsea, but don't you dare,
Finally,
don't you
man.
dare disrespect my sheepdogs. Don't you dare.
Common sense.
Hey, no.
I have to.
I will turn this
I
board
didn't-
off. I will turn
I didn't-
this station off.
I didn't expect that from him, but
I just want to
W
say
mans.
Paul. That's really what.
W man.
Oh man, but no, we have that going on. But like, so here's the thing, right? So a lot of the teams that are benefiting right now are teams like Arsenal, I would say, because they only have Ben White gone, Ramsdale gone,
Saka.
Saka, Jesus, and Martinelli. And Martinelli hasn't really been playing that much. Jesus hasn't been playing that much either.
Yeah.
So who else in that team has left for the World Cup? Did Tomiyasu get called up?
Saliba.
Saliba and Tomiyasu. Did Tomiyasu get called
Yeah,
up for
he did.
Japan?
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then even
Let's think about it. Was Tomiyasu not gonna get
I
called up for
forgot.
Japan?
I don't know, bro. You leave me alone.
And Matt Turner.
That's why I ask questions. Matt
like
Turner,
saying-
yeah, but he's like technically third string for Arsenal.
But he still got called
I
up.
think
Yeah, he still got called
I
up.
think he should get a shout. I mean, once he comes back, I mean, look at this World Cup. He's definitely I don't know.
Yeah, but like I don't know, Ramsdale has like the vibes with him. You know what I'm saying?
I know,
like,
yeah, but I definitely feel like I mean, if Turner comes back from this World Cup, he should like look for opportunities somewhere else to start.
Yeah, but that's gonna be the same thing that happened with Zach Steffen though. It's like he's gonna come back to City, and it's like how are you gonna start over at Ederson? You know?
No,
It's
I
like-
mean, like,
Zach
I'm
Steffen's not gonna
alone.
start anywhere.
You know, or something like that.
Unless you're like Ricardo Pepi and go to like Groningen or these lower tier Eredivisie clubs. That,
yeah, but I think Zach Steffen could start at most clubs in the Prem.
nah.
Well, name me a club that he wouldn't besides City, Liverpool, and United.
He wouldn't start in Brighton.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
He wouldn't start in Wolves.
Yeah, you would.
No, he wouldn't. Or Jose Sa, that guy
Ooh,
that you,
actually,
you
yeah.
were praising him like a couple months ago, or not even a couple days ago.
Okay, first off, he's in my fantasy Premier League, so calm down.
Jose Sa, let's see.
I don't see Zach Steffen starting. I mean, I see him like maybe like Nottingham Forest. No, not
Nah.
even not over Ederson. I mean,
Henderson.
Anderson, yeah.
So I don't see him
I
s-
really don't see Zach Steffen like. I feel like there's a lot of very strong goalkeepers in the Premier League and like
Spurs? Question mark.
No.
no
Over Lloris?
no
I don't know.
Captain of France?
Yeah,
No
but Lloris has been 50-50 though.
no, but he's still
He's the captain of the French national team. There's no way anybody's going to get a start over
Okay,
him.
cool. I'm the captain of Match Week FC. That's more important. I don't know what you're trying to say here. Like,
Yeah, but everybody would start over you.
no, they wouldn't. But that's fine. Okay, Dejan, I don't appreciate these insults. I know that Serbia is frustrating you.
No, Besmir told me to.
I know you're struggling,
No,
but it doesn't mean you
Besmir
take it out on the people you care about.
Look,
Okay,
Besmir told me to.
Besser told you what?
He told me to insult you like 2 times.
Okay, cool. Well, guess what? Are you Besmir or are you your own person?
No, but
Exactly.
he
So-
is my my coach and also my employer. So
He's also my employer too, but I'll still roast him. I don't care. Besides the point. So, but realistically, so when Prem comes back, when Bundesliga comes back, how are we expecting all these clubs to shape back up again?
nothing. They're gonna probably give him like a 2-week break still. Get
Yeah.
them training all back together again, and then they could resume.
Well, there's still all these friendlies going on as well in the meantime. Do you think it's a good thing or a bad thing that a lot of these clubs are still hosting friendlies in the meantime while all these clubs are like all the players basically gone on break?
I like it. It gives some of the players that don't really play are probably never gonna see a pitch for
The international
For the club.
stage,
that's true.
but then not for their club because I think there's like players like Dan Burn who starts for Newcastle, but wouldn't see the pitch at England because Southgate is El
No.
Stupido.
Big-
So
It's Dan Burn.
why are you disrespecting the guy who's putting up the best Premier League defensive numbers right now?
Because the guy he's never and he would never get called up.
Yeah, because Southgate don't know what he's talking about.
No, it's also because the guy's old.
Pepe for Portugal. How old is he?
39.
39.
Now, you see
Thiago
how-
Silva.
Hold on.
Thiago Silva.
stay
Thiago
right there for a
Silva
second.
for Brazil.
Stay there
How
for a
old is
second.
he?
Is he
The
38 or 39?
He's 38.
38.
The fact that we're comparing Pepe, Thiago Silva, and then there's Dan Burn right there.
Yeah, Dan Burn, my guy. What's the problem?
We're
It's just
talking
not
about
comparable.
world-class players that have played in the Champions League.
Okay, yeah.
And then we're comparing him to Dan Burn.
Yeah, Dan Burn, dude. Dan Burn. Come on,
man.
Dan Burn, plain and simple.
So who would
be
you
for real
who
here.
would you put Dan Burn for in that England squad?
Nobody.
Luke Shaw?
Nobody.
I would start him at center back over Maguire.
He wouldn't start over.
Okay, I actually need to talk about
Maguire
this.
had
I need to talk
amazing
about
performance.
I already know what you're gonna
this.
go
How
off
is
about.
Harry Maguire doing this good at the World Cup, but yeah, can't do anything for Manchester United?
I told you.
You know why?
I
Because
told you. And you told me, he's like, I don't want to see Maguire this World Cup.
I don't want to see him
He
do good.
plays
I
in a
want him to
different.
fail. I
he
want
plays
him to
a different
fail.
breed in England. That's all I'm saying. I've been saying this.
you guys just suck. I mean, like that's the
Dejan, stop talking.
It's true though.
Serbia trash. Sorry.
That's okay, but it's like I tell the truth. Whether you want to hear it or not, that's up to you. You guys are horrible.
No, we're
You guys
not.
have bad
We're not
owners.
horrible. We have bad owners, but we're not horrible.
Horrible. You guys bring in players for excessive amounts of money that aren't worth a single dime.
Yeah, but that's
anywhere
every
else.
other club. That's not just us. That's every club too.
Yeah, but what other
Is
club?
Kepa Arrizabal worth $75 million?
was at the time.
No, he was not.
He was at the time.
He was not worth $75 million, dude.
He was starting for
Get
Spain.
out. Okay, so what?
He was the second string for
Okay, I
Spain,
don't
as a
think-
matter of
I
fact.
Okay, that doesn't
Over
matter
De
because
Gea.
Spain. Yeah, but Spain never calls up De Gea because they're dumb. Anyways, doesn't matter.
Well, they are doing. They won 7-0 again.
I think-
And
Okay,
the
7-0. It wasn't because of the goalie. It's like, oh, wow, the goalie saved them. They went up 7-0. Wow, it's crazy.
They also made the semifinals of the Euros.
I
without
think
David
they
De
only
Gea, so
paid
it's-
75
Yeah, they could have won it with
million
David De Gea, though,
because they were
so-
desperate.
Well, the last World Cup.
Can we
as
hear
you
Steven
saw-
talk, please? Steven, you talk.
I mean, I think they just paid the 75 million price tag because they were just really desperate for a goalkeeper at that time. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, who was their goalkeeper at the time? It was,
Caballero.
Willie Caballero.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
I mean,
Czech
like,
had just
look.
retired from Chelsea, or he had
No,
just
he
left
didn't.
Chelsea to go to Arsenal.
I mean,
He didn't retire.
Yeah, they were
Well, he didn't
really
retire.
desperate for a
Courtois.
goalkeeper.
Oh, Courtois had
Courtois
just
left.
left. Yes.
And they saw
yes,
a
yes.
young goalkeeper who plays for Spain and everything. You know, he's getting minutes and stuff. So they saw that, took the opportunity. You know, they paid the price tag. For
Thank you.
him.
Could you
Yeah,
like,
but
Well, the thing is,
then
I don't
guess
think
what? Then guess
I
what?
don't
They
think
spent.
I still
then
think
they
he cost
spending
75
$5
million.
million.
I don't think
Then
he
they're
did.
spending only $5 million on Mendy, who did better for Kepa for a year and a half.
Yeah, but I
So,
really don't think that.
Before you
he
start
cost
insulting my
75
club
million.
about spending money,
Kepa-
look at other clubs.
Kepa also
$50 million on Calvin Phillips to the bench.
is.
Play simple.
Yeah, but Calvin Phillips sucks. Anyway,
Whoa. That's a hot take.
he does.
Emmy, would you like to say something?
Can we also just talk about how Maguire played amazing against the United States? How his head was like a magnet to
Exactly.
everything.
Yeah,
like his
I know.
long balls were dimes. Like
Listen, that
everything
gigantic
about his
head
performance
would
was
always be
I
stellar.
feel like if you take out Maguire out of Manchester United and you put him somewhere else in the Premier League club, he's gonna play like just like he plays for England.
He
Okay,
might be a
that's-
star. He
that's
might be
enough
a
of Steven.
star.
That's enough of
I don't
Steven.
know.
You could just
That's what I'm saying. You
cut
guys
off
just,
that.
But you know what it
you
is?
guys
I
just
think
hate Maguire so much. It's
No,
just like,
I hate Harry Maguire.
I can't-
not you
I understand
guys.
that.
Don't assume they hate
But
him.
the thing
I
is,
hate
like,
him.
I see him play. And I feel like he's not a best. I don't know.
No, but you know
For
what it
England,
is?
like
But-
maybe for United, okay.
But you know what it
But
is?
that's United. That's
I think,
United. Don't
I
get me
think
wrong.
when you play for a top club, you're held to a higher responsibility of what you
Exactly.
can do. I don't think he can handle the pressure of playing at a top club. Like at Leicester, I think he thrived because the whole team was working together in
Go
that
ahead.
regard.
because of. Go ahead.
Well,
I know it's
because he went to a top club.
No, no,
it's
no.
different.
And the management.
But he
Before.
is thriving with England right now with top forwards like Raheem
Yeah.
Sterling.
No, but the thing is that he has,
Saka.
but the midfield three is usually Bellingham and Rice with someone else in front of them, and those two are always dropping back to help clean up. Where he all he has to do is the little things. He doesn't have that much responsibility on his
Man,
plate.
There's nothing wrong with some ham and rice, you know?
Yes, it is. That's actually haram. Ham and rice
For
haram.
you, not for
Yes. Yeah, that's how it
me. For me, it's
works.
chill. But before you were gonna say the reason he thrived at Leicester, and I knew what was coming, is because of Johnny Evans, and he played for
Oh
United.
no, I was gonna say
and then
that.
this, and then that.
I was gonna say
I've
that.
heard
No,
that
I
way
was saying
too
because
much,
he was playing at a smaller club, and when you play at a smaller club, you don't have the responsibility of carrying a club on your shoulder.
I wouldn't consider Leicester a small club.
Well, no, it's smaller club
I mean, he's
in
played for a
regards.
small
No,
club.
no. In regards to a top six side and a historic side. So,
This man's the owner
Steven,
of this
keep it up and see what happens, Steven. Keep it. I will say that you did. I can say you didn't show for any of your shadowing hours that you made me falsify documents. Don't try me right now, Steven. Don't try me.
No,
I'm up to here. Don't try me, please. No. So, but can we just I feel like I'm getting roasted again. Let's calm it down a bit.
We're just fact checking you, man.
Woosah.
just calming himself down.
So here's the thing, right? So as of right now, it's projected to seem like it's going to be France, who's going to be first of Group D, against either Poland, Argentina, Saudi Arabia, or even Mexico somehow, depending on how today goes. Like, this is the one group where anything could go anyway.
Go Poland.
Yes, I want Argentina.
Go Mikey Passer.
No, but also, I want to see Argentina get knocked out. Imagine Argentina gets knocked out.
I don't want to see them knocked out.
I do.
I don't want to see
That would be
Poland make it through.
crazy.
No, I want to see Argentina get knocked out. Imagine Saudi Arabia makes it through.
Who would have thought?
Who? Not me. That's it's like the Paul Rudd meme.
As much as I do want to see Argentina knocked out, I feel like Poland just, oh man, they haven't convinced me. None of their performances in the World Cup.
I can't. During the Mexico-Poland game,
They
I was
played
gouging
so
my eyes out.
Yeah, we were.
They
Yeah,
played really
it was a
bad.
struggle. But you know what it is? You were listening to Top of the Hour on WMC Upper Montclair. I like the my
This
little
is,
thing.
go ahead.
Oh, este es Copa Mundial. You like that, Steven?
Yeah.
You like that? There we go. I know a little bit of the Spanish language.
Ray J.
Ray J, exactly.
Araujo. Let's just keep it.
Arayo. I don't know how you say it. I'm gonna struggle with that name forever, Steven, and you just can't help me. You really can't. It's just my tongue doesn't work. It's just I can't.
It's okay.
I can't even roll my R's, dude. I struggle with rolling.
You know,
my
wanna
R's.
try?
I can't roll my R's either though. I'm
I could.
Hispanic.
Yeah, but I feel like with, like in the Colombian dialect, you don't really need to. Though.
Yeah, you don't really need to. I mean, sometimes, but like my mom could roll her R's perfectly, but I just can't.
I could also. And
What?
I'm like up there with you with Spanish. I know a little bit of Spanish. I know enough to get me by.
Well, no, but I mean, with where you've been raised, you have been around like a primarily Hispanic
Yes.
population.
Yes, and that's why when people are usually talking bad about me, I usually just sit there and don't say anything. But then when I sit there and start speaking in their native tongue, they sit there and they're like, oh, well.
Oh, oof. Oofa.
Unfortunate.
But anyways, moving on here. So France looks like they might be playing up against either of those three teams. If you're France, who do you want to come up against? Do you want to come up against the underdog? Do you want to come up against Lewandowski, or do you want to come up against the supposed World Cup favorites?
I don't think they're coming up against anyone. I think it's just a complete, like...
No, because
What group are they in again?
No, so it's Group C. So for France, it's the winner of Group D versus second place of Group C. So that's what I'm saying. For Group C, it could be anybody.
France are going to play Poland. Argentina are probably going to play Australia.
You're really predicting Argentina to make it through?
Yeah, I don't see why they wouldn't.
I just don't.
This guy is out of his mind, man.
I'm not out of my
It's like,
mind. I am bringing finite entertainment here.
You 100%
okay?
sleep on the left side of your bed, and today you woke up on the right.
VAR was on Saudi Arabia's side for that Saudi Arabia-Argentina
Oh,
game.
that's a hot take. I mean, don't get me wrong. I do agree with the shoulder. That was a bit
That's
too.
absurd.
That was a bit too absurd. But I think Saudi Arabia just played well. Like we were watching the game here live in studio, and it was just you could tell that Saudi Arabia were playing a game plan, and that Argentina just played into it.
chemistry.
Huh?
They have a lot of chemistry.
Yeah.
I mean,
Argentina?
that Saudi Arabia team.
Oh, sorry.
But also,
That's why I want to see them going through though.
but Argentina. I mean, also Enzo Fernandez. I don't think we could talk about him enough, right? 18, 19 years old. He played for Benfica, River Plate. Went to Benfica for only
Yeah.
$8 million.
Then imagine you guys not going for him.
Bro, you expect a club that has not been ran well to know about these guys.
Listen, man, the fans know more than the club, which is pretty bad.
No, it is pretty bad. Like
Like to sit there, I know about Enzo Fernandez ever since he played at like
River Plate.
and the guy had phenomenal performances there. Then he goes to Benfica, so Benfica know what they're doing clearly.
Yeah.
But you know what it
Clearly
is? Like,
Benfica know
you know
what
what it
they're
is?
doing.
Besides clubs like Bayern, everyone wants to be their version of Galactico. Like, everyone wants to just buy big names and just play it like that, and that's
But
it.
but you should have never given. That's why when there's negotiations.
No, I agree with you. No, I
It's like-
110% agree with you. But
You guys could have got Maguire for maybe about 40-50 mil max.
he's
100%
40
max.
mil. I think he's a 40 million.
40,
player.
yeah, 40 mil max.
If
But
we're
you
talking
guys-
about English tax and everything, he's 40 million.
But you guys overpaid for him because you thought he's this
God's
Bobby
gift.
Moore God
No,
sent.
because you guys were
person.
desperate for a center back.
At the time, we were.
Yeah,
Yes,
really
at
desperate.
But
the
that's the
time we
thing.
were.
You don't get a center back from the Premier League. You don't do that. You don't do that. You get someone from another league who's a good defender, who actually knows how to defend.
I mean, we did that.
I mean,
but-
he was a proven defender.
No,
in the Premier
we
League,
did
though.
that.
That's the thing.
His name was Eric Bailly, and then he kept blowing out his knees. I think that was the problem.
Yes, but then you also had the likes of Nemanja Vidic back there, who captained you guys and made 300 appearances and led you guys to.
I know. I agree with you. No. I'm
Which-
just saying though.
It's good to have one English center back.
No.
Not 100%.
No. But I agree with you that they've tried doing that. That's why they signed players like Lindelof and stuff like that. Like they did their best to try and do it.
Even
but,
Lindelof, man, that's just not enough.
You know, but
Lisandro Martinez
Lindelof,
perfect.
Yeah, I agree with you. Lisandro Martinez is perfect, but Lindelof I think can either only play in a back three or he has to be playing with the Martinez or Varane with him at all times.
Those
The issue is they thought that he could be the guy they can rely on.
those guys aren't good. Bailly isn't good. Victor Lindelof isn't
No,
good.
Bailly was good. He's just injury
He
prone.
got an injury. Yeah.
That's why he's on loan to Marseille. But you want to know who outlasted the Glazers and outlasted Ronaldo?
Phil Jones.
Phil Jones, baby.
Well, I don't blame
Phil
him.
Jones.
People think this guy is horrible.
No, he's good.
He's pretty decent.
Bro, there's a reason why that he was playing under Sir Alex for so long and won
The
Champions
one
Leagues.
game that he played, he put in a
Lights
better
out.
performance
Oh my
than Harry
God.
Maguire played for like a good 70 games.
I know it wasn't the one game he played. I don't understand it. He had a great game for one game and then they just throw him back to the reserves. I don't understand it. And he wears the number 4 shirt as well.
And I don't know why people hate him so much. Okay, he's a meme. He sits there and makes,
Yeah, but so is PK. They make the same memes about like their faces and the expressions and stuff.
Yeah, but PK is a class defender. The only thing that's messing up PK right now is the hips.
Well, yeah. I mean, PK is overrated. Besides the point.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, it's
I don't
fact. It's fact.
Think about it. Imagine that Barca under Puyol and PK.
Yeah, it was Puyol mostly doing
I
all
don't
the
know.
work.
Yeah, I don't know about Piqué.
It was mostly Puyol.
That man.
And same thing with Sergio Busquets. Rode off the coattails of Xavi and Iniesta. So, biscuits, as I call them. It's just a fact.
That's a
Sorry.
crazy hot take, by the way.
That's not a crazy hot take. That's just,
Yeah,
it's fact.
Busquets not being a class center defensive mid.
But he's not as good as everyone makes him out to be, though.
I think he is.
I think he's rode off the coattails of Xavi and Iniesta, plain and simple.
Nah.
I disagree.
When you when you play with those two in the midfield, what do you're expected to stand there and just do one thing. There's nothing like that great about you.
I feel like if you watch him play, he's just so much more important than that.
Yeah,
But
for homework tonight, I want you to sit there and Google
For
it.
homework,
Yeah.
how about you?
there-
I got
sit there.
enough homework. You go do some homework.
Sit there and
This guy.
Google
For homework tonight.
Sergio Busquets class World Cup videos or playing, and just sit there and just watch what he
Yeah,
does.
I've seen what he does, and I think it's just like, yeah, okay, like nothing special.
Then there's something wrong with you, man. I don't know what.
There's a
else
lot
to
of
say.
things wrong with me, but besides the point. Anyways, moving on. We're not going to divulge into my anti-Barcelona propaganda.
You're anti anything that isn't United.
No. That's false. That's false. You know that's false.
I don't know about that.
I do give credit where credit is due.
So you should give some credit to Busquets.
No, because he doesn't deserve any credit. It's just plain and simple.
Okay.
But anyways, on to the matters at hand here. We're still tied in both games. In the 49th minute of both. And here's the thing, right? So we already have 2 games confirmed for the round of 16.
I think US has a
Okay.
chance. I don't know.
Name me the defensive back line of Iran.
Doesn't matter, dude.
They're
I ran.
nobodies.
It doesn't matter. It's a different story if it's the opening
It's
game.
even.
I ran.
You watch that video with the journalist?
Listen,
How about I'm gonna run right now? If you guys keep this up right now.
we ran, you ran. Doesn't matter. They're bad.
No, but the thing is that when you're a nation and it's your final game where you could potentially qualify, you're going to play your heart out, plain and simple.
Number 14 for Tunisia. I got my group chat over here going wild. Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought
It's the team that Puskas played on.
Oh, okay.
My
okay,
ball
okay.
knowledge, and then you're like right down there.
Okay, Dejan, you try running on no sleep,
I
stressing
am.
out over running a whole entire program. You do that, and then you come back
Ardi,
and talk to me, bro.
I haven't slept yet.
Neither have I.
So
As far as the lineup, I don't agree with having Musa, McKinney, and Tyler Adams in the same midfield at
Why?
once.
Really?
Why?
But here is my
you
logic.
can't take him serious.
Here is my logic. So look, this is the little diagram I was making before.
Guys, you understand?
So-
if we leave, he has nobody here. Right?
Fuck out. So here's the thing, right? So we obviously have our number 1, that's the goalie, our back line. My issue is that
communicate so well
No,
together.
they do flow well together, but the thing is that you need someone who's going to be that recognized 10 for you, though. That's the problem. And in my opinion, hold on. You guys can argue with me in just a moment. Let me just say everything I have to say, then you can say, wow, Artie, you're so dumb. Listen, that's why I'm saying let it be a double pivot of McKinney and Tyler Adams and have either Reyna or Aronson in front of them, and then have it be a front three of Pulisic. I think those two have to be on the pitch.
I like Sargent up there too.
I do like him as well. I agree. He does well. That's what I'm saying. So but the point is that you still need somebody who's going to connect everything to the strikers. I think that's one thing that's been lacking. Because what it's been taking is a lot of long balls wide, and for the goalie we even scored against Iran was a header in from Dest in a tidy finish from Pulisic. You know what I'm saying?
Have you been watching the U.S.?
Yes, I have.
Well, you're lying.
I'm not lying.
Well, you're lying.
If you really want a 10 role, maybe throw Pulisic in there because I feel like he thrives well down the middle. But I think that 3 dominant is insane.
I think the 3 right there.
It doesn't
are
match up with
perfect,
anything. Because Musa has been
I know
stellar.
he's so good.
He's
Stellar.
really good.
I've seen him play for Valencia and for the U.S. He's been absolutely lights out. But then that's the thing. It's like because we've been doing very well defensively. Obviously, like Zimmerman and why am I blanking now? Zimmerman and Ream have been doing really well as the center backs. Oh, but even last game with Carter Vicks filling in. What do you mean? Why do you keep shaking your head? No, dude?
Zimmerman, no.
Yeah,
What do you
no,
know?
Zimmerman's shaky sometimes. I like Carter
I
Vickers.
kind of like
back
Carter
there.
Vickers. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I said to your brother, but your brother thinks, Red Bull philosophy or something, whatever, But
You're gonna try to convince the guy who works
Car-
for a professional team that he's wrong. Good luck, bud.
Carter Vickers is a very good center back, along with John Brooks. He did say John Brooks should be starting. I agree, John Brooks should
Yeah,
be starting.
John Brooks. I agree with
the
that.
captain of Wolfsburg, who are in the top league in Germany.
Are they still? I thought they got relegated. No.
No.
Or did they save themselves?
No, they saved themselves.
Okay.
Who should be playing?
Yeah.
Zimmerman could be class in a couple years. Give him time.
It's just his shaky passes at center
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
You got to be consistent.
I hear you. I
He's
hear you.
defending.
But he did have that. What was it? The game against
Wales.
No, I thought it was the
It was Wales.
Wales.
It was Wales.
Yeah.
He didn't have to give away that penalty. I said this to your brother. If he stayed there and just pressured him on his back and didn't allow him to turn, Bale's not going to get a shot.
But do you think that it's just because of the lack of inexperience of playing at the international stage?
No,
No, he's been
playing.
playing for the United States for quite.
But I'm saying
quite long.
because don't get me wrong, playing for Gold Cup and stuff like that, cool. But playing at the level of playing at the World Cup, I think it's what's been lacking.
I think it was just a stupid mistake. Sometimes as defenders, you get eager and stuff, but his back's to goal. So what? Bale is a really class player, but what could he really do right there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
As long as he posted up Bale wouldn't be able to shoot.
at the end of the day, USA still
He
qualified.
didn't have to fly into that tackle.
What do we think of Haji Wright?
I like Haji Wright.
I like him too, but it's just do we think that he should be getting these minutes over some of these players?
No. I
There
like
was-
him.
Yeah.
Haji Wright should not be playing over Jordan Pifok. Jordan Pifok wasn't called up for the international squad for this World Cup. Haji Wright was, and that's a complete embarrassment.
Now, Dejan, just letting you know, not everyone has as much ball knowledge as you do. So for the audience, you mind explaining who you're talking about?
Jordan Pifok plays for Union Berlin.
Okay.
He's a striker. He has over 10 goals in the last 12 games
Okay.
for Union Berlin. Union Berlin currently sit second or third in the Bundesliga table. This is a team that just reached the German top flight last year. And he has 10 goals in 12 games. And that guy gets a call over Haji Wright, which I don't know his stats, which I'm about to look up right now.
He plays it. I thought we talked about this before. He plays in the Belgian league, no?
Yeah.
I think either
and
Belgian
Silapur or is it Turkey?
I don't even know how to
So either way, if you're American, you're either playing in the Bundesliga, you're playing in Turkey, or you're playing in the Prem. There's nowhere else.
He plays in Turkey.
He plays in Turkey.
He has
yeah.
12 he has 12 matches, 9 goals, which is not bad. But sure.
But you know what it is? I feel like Haji Wright and Timothy Weah sort of fit the same player profile. So I feel like a lot of times they're both trying to do the same thing as one another, and that's where we're sort of lacking in the front line. We need everyone. I'm not saying have a more definitive role, but everyone has a more definitive outlook. I'm trying to think of the right word.
Jordan Pifok is also 6'3".
That yeah.
So if you need a tall guy for a corner for a set piece.
Actually, you want to know what's controversial? Wout Weghorst's not getting called up for the Netherlands. I'm saying right now.
Nah,
Nah, yeah, 100%.
no.
Woot
boring.
Weghorst is the 6'6"
He went to
god.
Turkey.
Don't you
He's
dare!
boring.
Don't you dare disrespect Woot Weghorst. Thank you very much.
He's boring already.
Ardi, it's a little announcement, so I have to go to class in like 5 minutes. I have class today.
Steven,
Yeah, sorry about that.
we've been talking this whole time. I wish I heard from you more.
Yeah.
But anyways, any last thoughts before you have to leave because match week's not good enough for you?
No,
He's a sellout.
It's
good
a
enough for
joke.
me.
It's a joke. I know.
I just totally forgot out of class today.
Oh, that's right, because the so
Yeah,
for
the
those of you who don't
change,
know,
yeah.
there was a lot of Wednesday delays for Thursday classes. So what they did was, if you had a class on Thursday, they scheduled it for this Wednesday coming up.
Yeah.
Your professor's really making you having that Wednesday class?
Yes.
Like,
I feel
why?
bad for you.
Like,
Steven, you want me to give you a hug before you leave? I feel like you need it right now.
Because we were having such a good conversation. Yeah, my God.
Oh, man. But if you don't mind, go to your class and turn on the show so that way, like...
Of course.
By the way, that's a call to action to Steven, not to any of the listeners out there. There's no call to actions here on
Call to
WMC
action.
90.3. But, Steven,
Yeah.
final thought.
Final thought. I mean, we're talking about the USA. I like the midfield three.
Okay,
Okay.
bye, Steven.
But all right, guys. I'll catch you
No,
out
no,
later.
no, finish your thought. I was just joking. Finish
No,
your
yeah.
thought.
I mean, I think the USA is really strong. And I think they could definitely go at it with Netherlands. I mean, I think they could even potentially beat Netherlands. I think they could definitely, like, I don't know, go pair and pair. I don't know. What do you guys think?
if
I like.
Netherlands played the way they who Netherlands played in their first game against
Senegal. Remember
if
when we were
Netherlands
sitting
plays
here
the
just
way
like...
they did against Senegal and USA plays the way they did against Iran, I think USA has a chance.
The thing
of
is, in
winning.
the first game of Netherlands against what is that? What's the team? Senegal.
Senegal.
They didn't score until like the last 20 minutes. I mean,
Also, there was just a Tunisia goal.
There
wow.
was.
Yes!
Tunisia.
I see Tunisia right here.
Oh my
creeping for a
God.
goal.
Yes!
Hold on a second.
Yes!
Hey, I called it earlier. If you guys want to like rewind it.
Enjoy that.
I called it earlier if you want to
Loser. Enjoy that.
Wait, so we have to see that. We have to wait for the standings to update.
Kazri. Wow.
So, hold on. So then that means that if Tunisia wins this game, or Tunisia, sorry, if they win this game, then they'll make it to second place over Australia.
It depends if the result
Yeah.
holds with Australia and Denmark.
Oh, really? If that's the case, go France. I want Australia to go. I love my
I think
Aussies.
Tunisia kind of deserves it.
In regards to USA, my father just texted me. He said, "Why is Jesus Ferreira not playing?"
Because he sucks.
Okay.
Tell your father I said that.
He's listening, so he knows
Oh, he
you're
is?
saying that. Yeah.
Mr. Emini, he sucks.
Ooh.
Why?
He
Of
snuck
course,
it in.
Kazri. Of course, Kazri.
Oh, that
The little
could be a red,
baller.
man.
Yeah, but he scored. Doesn't
No,
matter.
I know, but that
scored.
tackle is like if you,
It's the two. That's a Brexit tackle
that's
right there.
right to
Two
his
studs
ankle,
up.
man. That's right to his ankle. If he didn't score that,
I miss Kazri in the Prem. I really do. I miss seeing him play for West Ham and stuff.
nobody's ever gonna be better than Tarapt.
Trapped. Or how about when what's his face? Hatem Ben Arfa, bro, for Newcastle.
Ben Arfa was also good.
My God, Steven, you gotta go to class.
Yeah. All right, guys. I'll wrap it up here.
Love you, Brody.
Call it USA.
Appreciate
beat
having
Netherlands.
you.
All right, guys. Peace out.
Peace, Steven. Now, guys, I know we're all crying because Steven is leaving. I'm sad too. He's been really consistently helping us out here on Match Week. But also, he was roasting me on Monday. So, Steven, you're more than welcome to leave. No, I'm just joking. Just joking. But no, right now, as the standings are with these current results, Tunisia is in second with 4 points, and France is in first with 6 points. And again, people are curious. Who does Jesus Ferreira play for? Doesn't he play for
FC Dallas?
FC Dallas. Yes, he plays in the MLS for FC Dallas. Now, do we think that there should be more MLS players called up, or is it sort of a good balance to who's been called up? I'm gonna keep waving goodbye to Steven. I'll never let go. Don't leave. No, I'm just joking. So, do we think that there's been a good enough balance, or is it just too much in one direction?
I like it being too much in one direction. I think players that play for the United States, you have to be, if you want to be called up from the MLS, you have to be proven. You have to be you have to be talked about more. Like, you have to be like, oh, this guy plays for this club, and he deserves to be playing somewhere else in Europe's top 5 leagues and stuff like that. That I can understand.
So, out of the goalkeepers, only Sean Johnson is the only MLS goalie. The other two are from Luton Town and Arsenal.
Yep.
So, was it English League 1 and then Arsenal, or is it Championship Luton Town?
Luton in the
Horvath,
championship.
Luton Town in the Championship.
Or
okay.
maybe League One. I don't know.
I
don't
think,
watch
no,
the
they're championship. And then the back line, Tim Ream, Premier League. Zimmerman is MLS. DeAndre Yedlin, well, I mean, he's like a well-cultured player. He's been all over the world, but he's
Oh
finally
my God, a
came
break
back.
for Australia. Please. Please.
He came back to...
Please.
Yes! Oh, Australia scored!
Yes!
Hold on a second. Australia scored!
Yes!
Wait, so now Australia can
man.
shoot up to second place. Oh, this is contentious.
Another goal
They
that
could
snuck
clinch. They could clinch.
They could clinch.
in. Yes. Let's go.
So then
Dejan.
now,
Oh, but it's getting chippy in the France-Tunisia match.
It is getting very chippy. Well, I think what it is, France just took this game way too easily. That's the problem.
Yeah.
They didn't really
Sit
take
down.
them seriously.
What's the problem with him? He just needs to get in the weight room a little bit.
Get in the weight room.
Look at these French players, man. Look at these guys. He's buff.
True.
So it's like, just get in the weight room. It's not
Well, here's the thing. Kazri's gotten subbed off now because of that slide he took.
Look at that. Where are you going, man? You need a map. Where are you going?
Oh, my God.
Lecky scored?
Lucky is one of the better players.
No, that's not. Hold on.
Oh, he's turning the defender.
He turned Atlanta starting right back. I can't even say the guy.
Oh, Mehele?
Mehele.
Mehele? Yeah.
He turned them and asked them, He actually turned them so bad that he looked at his jersey number.
Well, I think the issue for Denmark right now is that they have Jensen, Christensen, Braithwaite off the pitch. What?
Now everybody's just waving different flags and cheering for Australia. I like it.
What is the thing now? So what is the table? The table does look like. Hold on, un momento.
Also, Denmark are so
The
bad.
standings are.
Yeah, the standings right now are So Australia was 6 points. So oh my God. So if results hold, Tunisia has no chance of qualifying.
No, not at all.
Wow. Wow.
Please, man.
Poor Denmark aren't making it
Please,
through.
man. I don't care. Denmark deserve it for playing so bad.
Well, because they kept relying on Christian Eriksen the whole time. That's the problem. Don't get me wrong. For United,
No, I felt like when
baller.
Christian Eriksen actually had that horrible incident, they played a lot better because they played for something.
Well, yeah, but no, I'm saying in regards to this World Cup, it's because they're playing too much around him. I'm saying that's the problem.
Also, their striker options are very dull
They
in terms of Kasper Dolberg and Yusuf.
Well,
Poulsen.
but Poulsen's been barely playing though.
So is Dolberg is.
But you can't blame them because they have the god Martin Braithwaite.
We could stop that
We
conversation.
can stop that conversation.
That guy is horrible.
Emmi, you got something to say?
I guess France is trying to change their momentum here, and they just made 3 subs, including one being Mbappe. So
Oh, great.
Oh, great!
We're
Mbappe.
losing, not France. We have to keep our.
Well, Saliba came on for Varane because I think Varane might pick up a knock.
So
And then Veritout came off for Rabiot, and then Mbappe is on for Kingsley Coman. So they're leaving on Muani, but Coman is off.
that's okay. Coleman sometimes gets injured, and I don't want my boy to get injured.
I mean,
Oh
if
my
you're-
God, we have another attack from Australia.
Oh God!
Please.
Don't
Ball
let-
in. Back post.
oh, just
Oh,
too
come
far.
on, man.
I wish we could get Fox Sports 1 on this TV right now, but I forgot my adapter. So
El Ardi.
L. Ardi, yeah. I've just been taking a lot of L's lately. A
It's
lot
okay.
of L's.
It's okay. We'll just enjoy the game from over here.
While I'm over here watching the board, making sure everything's okay. No, but so here's the thing, right? So we have USA Netherlands. Why? So here's my question: why are you so convinced that USA doesn't make it against the Netherlands?
USA, they're good, but sometimes they fall apart. In certain areas of the pitch, there's a little bit of lack of communication.
Oh wait, we were actually going over the USA squad this whole time, going over balance.
By the way, that midfield would be absolutely nothing without Tyler Adams. And I don't want to hear.
Yeah,
it
that's
from anyone.
facts. That's facts. I agree.
Tyler
with you.
Adams is the
So
complete
just to finish
glue to everything.
going over what was my point before. So Tim Ream is from Fulham, Premier League. Zimmerman is Nashville, MLS. DeAndre Yedlin, MLS, but he's the one that's been around the world. Galatasaray, Newcastle, you name it. Besiktas. Aaron Long for New York Red Bulls. Shaq Moore, Nashville. Carter Vickers for Celtic. Anthony Robinson for Fulham. Sergine
Jedi.
Dest for
Yes.
Sergine Dest for AC Milan / Barcelona, and Joseph Scally for Borussia Mönchengladbach.
You like Serge?
Yes. Dest is one of my favorite. I think the connection between Serginho Dest and Weston McKennie
That's
is
fair.
so good.
Well, I think because I'm not saying this just because they play outside the MLS, but because they've both been playing in the Serie A, I think they're sort of adjusted to playing a certain way with being forced to play in a certain league for a bit. So you can see that sort of connection being recognized. And plus, if you're playing against somebody week in and week out in the same league, you sort of have to do like when you're playing college ball, you have to do your due diligence of how other teams play. So
Some of these players have horrible thinking when it comes to joining a team. So Serginho Dest came from Ajax,
and you went to Barcelona.
but Bayern Munich were completely interested in him. I'm pretty sure right now he would be starting for Bayern. and Bayern would probably make him.
Well, no. Well, I mean, if Mazraoui wasn't injured.
But we're talking about a couple years back.
Oh, yeah.
So
But no, a couple of years back, you guys were in for Tariq Lamptey as well, who would have started for you.
anybody would have started for us. Anybody over Pavard. But if he would have came to Bayern, he would have been an absolute machine at this World Cup. And from there, he probably would have got a move to Real Madrid, Premier League club. But no, he decided, oh, Barcelona, oh, Messi, oh, I suck. And he went there, which now is somewhat leading to his downfall.
Yeah, but I think AC Milan's been playing well, though. It's not like he's had a downfall.
Yeah, but he hasn't touched the field.
You want to know where he should go? Yeah, nah, I'm just joking. But just talk about the USA midfield. Now, USA only has one MLS player in the midfield.
That's Christian Roldan.
No, actually, that is Kellen Acosta.
Kellen Acosta's amazing.
He's really good for LAFC.
I really love the guy. The guy deserves a Premier League move. Maybe like Leeds, Newcastle.
But here's the thing. But like again, we've made the point. Tyler Adams, Luca De La Torre, Weston McKennie,
That also.
Yunus Musa. Do you consider Aronson a midfielder or a forward?
Midfielder.
Because he likes to play the 10 role, preferably.
Midfielder.
Yeah, midfielder.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. So you have LAFC, Leeds, Celta Vigo, Juventus, Leeds, Valencia.
Where does Luca De La Torre play?
He plays for Celta Vigo.
Never heard of him in my life.
Well, get your ball knowledge up. But even so, so that's where it's an obvious, no balance of, MLS. It's just these are all outside the league players.
Good. If the U.S. want to actually become something good, they should start.
And then now in the attack, it's sort of the same thing. So you have, of course, Jordan Morris, Seattle Sounders. Christian Roldan, Seattle Sounders. Pulisic, obviously Chelsea. Jesus Ferreira, we just spoke about him, FC Dallas. Joshua Sargent for Norwich City. They're in championship now. You have Haji Wright playing in Turkey for Antalyaspor. You have Timothy Weah for Lille. And you have Giovanni Reina for Borussia Dortmund.
I think Reina should get more of an opportunity, but he hasn't been given that. And he was put in for 7 minutes the other day for the Wales game, was it? And what could he really do there?
Exactly. No, I agree with you in that regard. But the thing is that, do you think when you have Reina on the pitch, do you prefer him to play as the 10? Do you prefer to have him play as the 10, or do you prefer him to play in the front line? So would you much rather have a front three of a Weah, Reina, and Pulisic there, or would you much rather have a midfield three of McKennie, Tyler Adams, and Giovanni Reina?
I wouldn't sub out the midfield. I'd put him as a target.
As a target, okay.
Yeah.
But then here's also the other question, though. Would you much rather have Reina, Josh Sargent, and Pulisic and not start Weah? Or if Pulisic doesn't make it in time back for the game from his injury, do you go with a unconventional front three of a Timothy Weah, a Josh Sargent, and even a Giovanni Reina? No?
I wouldn't put Sargent and Reina on the pitch at the same time, I don't think.
Why would you say that, if you want me asking?
She's very smart, man.
I don't know. I feel like the connection's not really there with them when you saw them go up front with a 2 front against England. But I don't know who I'd start if Pulisic wouldn't come back, but it would definitely be Weah and Reina. And I don't know who else I put in there.
I would say because the only real natural replacement for Pulisic in our lineup right now is technically Giovanni Reina, because he plays as the 10, but he also plays as that 7 role for Dortmund. He plays left wing / cam at Dortmund, so he's the only one who I know has the experience of playing that position. Unless I'm not that smart and Haji Wright plays everywhere in the front line. But what do we think of Christian Roldan and Jordan Morris not really getting that many minutes this World Cup?
Good. Keep it that way.
So if you say good, keep it that way, then why call them up and not give other people a chance?
I agree. Why'd you call them up? You don't need MLS players that much. You have so many good players that are out there in different leagues that,
Yeah, but do you want to But here's the thing: the USA has to use this as a way to promote the MLS agenda as well, though.
They are.
At the end of the day, at a World Cup, everyone's trying to sell something.
Each one of these players has played or have played in an MLS club. So they're still gonna be.
Well, actually, well, no. Pulisic did play for MLS club.
Yeah, he did.
Who did he play for? Because I thought he just played up to the U15s and went to Dortmund.
Pretty sure he played for the Philadelphia Union. I could be wrong.
Well, he is from PA, so a PA club would make sense.
Too, so I'm gonna check.
Because he could have been a Philadelphia Union Youth Academy product, but I wouldn't say he played in the MLS. Because realistically,
no, you're right.
Yeah, right. Because I thought he trained in the U.S. till he was 15 and then went to Dortmund.
Yeah, though he played all his life for Dortmund. He played in the Dortmund youth, what's it called?
Yeah.
Academy. So that's...
Well, because also Dortmund had a partnership program here. Milani here threw on goal, but chokes his touch. Clearance. But here's the thing, right? So besides Pulisic has never played in the MLS. I mean, our whole midfield has actually no. Yunus Musa. Let me see his player career real quick. So if we go to Yunus Musa, his career never played in the MLS once. He was Arsenal youth, then went to Valencia B. So he's just been a young lad just playing
at top
in England.
Smart man.
Because it looked like he was originally an England international. Fun fact. He played for the England U17s and the England U18s. And then he switched to the United States national team.
Smart man.
So, I mean, I'll take England recheck any day of the week, I'm not going to lie. Realistically, I would. Because especially with how more developed their program is. Ooh, Antoine Griezmann on here for France. Coming on for Fofana. So it looks like they're adding another forward onto the pitch. So now it's going to be a front three of Muani, Mbappe, and Griezmann.
Because they 100% need to win this game.
Yeah, but you also need to keep the momentum going. You don't want to lose coming out of the groups. I'm going to say this right now. Marcus Thuram should be on the pitch.
I beg Australia keep a clean sheet against Denmark.
I can see I see Australia making it through easily from now on. Like from 75th minute on, I don't see them struggling.
We'll see.
We shall see. We shall see. But we have
any other agendas that you wanted to talk about?
Any other agendas? Let's see. So I have my little black notebook here. Let's see
your diary.
You know what? A little journal writing never hurt anybody, Dan. When you're stressed out and you need to write your thoughts and you want to say things to people but you can't say things to certain people, you write in your little notebook. And
my notebook.
Yeah, you see? And this notebook, okay, Dejan, when I was in England and I was afraid of losing internet connection, has all of my directions I needed to get to Old Trafford, okay? All my directions.
So,
insult pen and paper, but it works.
What is the point of notes on your iPhone?
Yeah, but like the whole point is that it's technology proof. So if your phone dies, you still have this.
Yeah, but notes usually. Oh, first off, you have to have your phone charged everywhere you go.
Yeah, exactly.
There's so many people that I know that sit there and don't charge their phone before they go to bed.
I don't get it. I
always bring a portable battery pack.
You wake up with like 20%, and then
case.
when somebody has to call you, you're on 1%. Like, dude, it's not really that hard to plug in the charger, put it on your nightstand or on your bed, and then go to bed. Yeah.
No, but I think also just people on their phones nonstop, so the battery just drains.
I'm shooting shots at my friends.
I think you're just shooting shots at the general public. Like, sorry, not sorry. I think that's what you're doing.
That too.
But here's the thing. So I'm gonna go. So we talked about World Cup coverage, news, World Cup roundup, game updates. We're still doing who would France want to verse. We still didn't say who would France want to verse. Technically, because I asked you, does France want to come up against a underdog in Saudi Arabia? Do they want to play a World Cup favorite in Argentina, or do they want to play Lewandowski?
They're going to play Lewandowski.
I'd say Poland.
Poland? Do we think... Because then who's going to place first? Saudi Arabia? Is that...
Argentina.
It's still... Because the thing is that they have the 3 points, Saudi Arabia. They have the 3 points.
Yeah.
And Mexico is not convincing right now.
Mm-hmm. Argentina, Poland, Saudi Arabia, Mexico.
I really...
Sorry to any Mexican fans out there. Don't hate me. But you guys have been bad for like a couple years.
No, but the Mexican fans already know that's the manager's fault though, because they've been going through. I think in the past year they went through like 5 different managers for the national team, and it's just a consistently different lineup called every single time.
But also they just didn't finish against Poland, and if any game was that game to get their 3 points, it was that game. I
do have to say though, you can see that Herbie Lozano is struggling out there by himself.
No,
struggling.
He's also getting subbed off at the 60th minute.
No, but like even when he's on though, it looks like he's in no man's land. Like he's all by himself 9 times out of 10 with the ball.
Right now, he's undoubtedly Mexico's best player.
Yeah.
Him, second would be Edson Alvarez.
I would actually say Corona when he's fit.
And thankfully, I know more.
What do you mean you know? Wait, dude, you're telling me that Jesus Corona is not crucial to that Mexican side? Are you serious?
He's not going to start over Pulisic.
Pulisic, yeah. Stay in Team USA over there, bud.
Probably a lot better if I do.
No, but I'm saying for Mexico, not having a Jesus Corona, I think, made a big difference for them.
There are some Mexican ballers out there that play in the Mexican League that I personally feel deserve the call up. I can't tell you who because I wish I knew their names.
No, yeah, the Liga MX is what you're talking about. I think is honestly
MX.
at times it's way more competitive than the MLS. I mean, even so, when we go to the CONCACAF Champions League, it's always a Liga MX team that's winning it.
They have Denny Alves playing at Pumas right now. So.
That is true. And Denny Alves getting called up, another 40-plus-year-old in the World Cup. Or no, is he the oldest player in the World Cup? Because I think he's like the same age as like Thiago Silva and Pepe.
Thiago Silva's 1 age younger than that.
Than Pepe.
Denny Alves.
Oh, he's 1 age younger.
Pepe and Denny Alves.
So Denny Alves is 39, and so is Pepe. How crazy is it? Just imagine.
Isn't there a 39-year-old goalkeeper too?
Who is it?
Is it on Netherlands or Senegal?
No, Netherlands used to have like.
That guy's 33.
33.
She's talking about Pasveer.
Yeah. Actually, no. Pasveer's older than 33. No, I know what she's talking about now because he's the starting goalkeeper for Ajax. Because I think we had a discussion about this with Emmy. I remember asking her about it.
Ajax are in shambolics right now.
Pasveer. Open link in new tab. 39. Yes, Emmy is right. Pasveer is 39 years old.
He's 48 in my eyes.
He's 48 in my eyes. I mean, but yeah, I mean, still another 39-year-old. And then we also have Ronaldo, 37.
He doesn't play like he's 37 for a field player.
Do we think that should have been a goal to Ronaldo?
He does that.
No, hands down, no. There was no redirection.
Before you even start.
First off, I don't care because Bruno Fernandes braced, so it doesn't matter to me. I'm asking for the audience out there.
No.
Me, right now, I would much rather have the current Man United player scoring than the ex-Man United player scoring.
True, but
So I'm not talking about in my propaganda. I'm talking about.
There was absolutely no redirection with that ball, and it was clear that when Bruno Fernandes hooked that cross in, that there was no touch from Ronaldo. No matter how many replays you show, it was Bruno Fernandes.
Watching it live for some reason, when it goes past his head, for some reason it looks like the ball slightly changes direction for some reason.
Little do you guys know, he gave him a small little haircut. Small little haircut.
But no, even Adidas had to come out and say, with the technology we have in our ball, it was clear that there was no there was no interference between Ronaldo and the ball when the ball went into the back of the net.
He didn't touch the ball.
I get what you're saying though. When you watch it live, it's a bit different. But when you watch it in slow motion, you see the play actually build up. Like he didn't touch it.
Because like the thing that threw me off is like when the goalie's trying to react to it, it's sort of like, oh, Dembele's on the pitch now for France. But the thing is that when he reacts to it,
pick it up.
When he reacts to the ball, it sort of looks
Pick
like
it up.
he's expecting it to drop one way, but then it goes a different direction from how the ball was falling. So I think that's what sort of threw me for it, was that the goalkeeper was sold in a different direction.
I just think he had the goalkeeper beat no matter what.
Yeah.
He was kind of expecting Ronaldo to maybe
Hit
redirect
it, yeah.
I
But-
definitely think Ronaldo made United. So
Well, I mean, this season, no. Last season, yes.
if it wasn't for that guy, you guys would be sitting right now in the championship.
No, I'm not having this argument with you. I've had this argument on the show too many times.
You can continue.
And
There's
guess
people in
what?
the group
Guess
chat
what?
saying you're wrong.
Guess what? It
I
doesn't
say
matter.
you're
It
wrong.
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You want to know why it doesn't matter, Dan?
You know you're wrong.
Because there's 20,000 people that agree with me. So, it doesn't matter, bud. Okay, good. Just joking. No. But
20,000 people. I don't know if they all agree with you.
no, they probably are
I'd
all
say
just like, why
75%.
did I listen to this guy? Why am I here? But no. The thing is that we have a lot of games coming up in regards to the World Cup, because today obviously we have Poland, Argentina, and Saudi Arabia, Mexico. Tomorrow we have Canada versus Morocco and Croatia versus Belgium. Then Costa Rica versus Germany and Japan versus Spain. Then on Friday we have Ghana versus Uruguay. And then we have South Korea versus Portugal. And then on the same day, we have Cameroon versus Brazil and Serbia versus Switzerland. Now, out of these games I just listed off, which ones do you think are the most crucial to what's going to happen in the World Cup?
Serbia, Switzerland.
Serbia, Switzerland, but besides that, which other ones? Because in my head, I'm thinking Costa Rica, Germany,
No.
because that defines whether or not Germany gets knocked out. What do you mean, no?
Costa Rica going to get spanked.
You say that. You
They're gonna
say
get-
that.
Ardi. They're going to get spanked.
You say that. But
Say
Germany
that.
should have won
I know
against
that.
Japan.
Ardi, I was born in 2058. They're going to get spanked.
2058. Okay,
gonna
relax.
get spanked.
Relax. Wanted to be Marty McFly. Okay,
All right.
pipe it down over
They're
there.
going to get spanked.
But also, I mean, Ghana Uruguay is a big game because that defines whether or not Ghana advances through the World Cup.
2010 World Cup.
Portugal, I mean, we need Portugal to win for Ronaldo's record.
Pass from Denmark. Who is this? Anderson, who plays for Crystal Palace? I don't boy, man.
Yeah.
You definitely deserve to be playing in the Norwegian league right now. No!
Oh.
Oy,
Oi.
Clear
Oi,
it.
oi, oi.
Stop.
Oh.
what a ball.
Hit one!
Well, that's why Dembele's so he used either foot so easily, man. The funniest thing, I remember when the stories came out of like when Tuchel was trying to recruit him to Dortmund first. They were like, "Oh, when we were scouting Dembele, we couldn't tell which foot he was."
He did state in an interview in French for a French team, Stade de Reims. I don't know what club he played for, but he did say, "Why'd you take the penalty with your right foot?" He was like, "Oh, because I take penalties with my stronger foot." And he was like, "But you're left-footed." He was like, "Yeah, I know. I shoot with my left foot from outside the box." So it's like, imagine having that guy in the field who could whip in crosses with left and right foot.
Well, I mean, that's why he was so deadly at Dortmund, and honestly, that's why he's having one of his best games for Barca, his best seasons for Barca right now. To be honest, like he's finally not injured. He's finally finding his form, and he's finally showing how good of a player he can be for that Barcelona team.
Oh, Marcel Desailly, what a guy!
What a guy! What a baller!
Let me stop talking about him because he plays for Chelsea.
Plays for Chelsea.
I don't want Besmir being like, "Oh, you like my players?"
Or he's gonna just like obsessively talk about Claude Makelele.
You know how funny he'd be, because when I mentioned Desailly, he'd probably be like, "Oh, you know how good he was back then, man."
Meanwhile, he was born in like '96.
No, he was a very good player. No, he wasn't born in
No, I'm saying Besmir.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, yeah, you saw Desailly play while you were still a fetus in the womb. Like, totally, dude. Like, that's 100% true.
Yeah, but most of the players... I was born in 2001.
Stop making me feel old, Dejan. Stop.
If
Were you born 2000?
No, I was. Mine starts with a 19. I mean, okay.
You're too old to be here.
No, I'm not. No, I was born in '99. Okay, I'm not that old.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But like, it still throws. Like, there was last semester. I was in a class with this kid, and he was like, "Oh, what year were you born?" And I started saying 19. And he was like freaking out, like 19. I was like, "Bro, it's 1990. Like what?" He's like, "Dude, that's so old." I'm like, "Okay, like cool.
we love
like,
you, old man.
You're funny." Like ha 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 ha. No.
My
Dude,
brother was born 99.
Okay. At least I feel somewhat connected with somebody. I'm not too old, guys. Emmy's brother. Shout out to you. Speaking of your brother, does your brother watch football at all?
Yeah, he played up till high school soccer. He tried to play club soccer at Maryland, but he was an aerospace engineering major plus a physics minor and an entrepreneurship minor, so he couldn't really handle it.
So he's well accomplished, is what you're trying to say.
Yeah, he lives in Alabama.
Nice.
Imagine he was a baller.
Dude, just imagine he was a baller.
He'd be part-time accountant and full-time baller.
Oh, you know who he'd be? He'd be like Granite Ramadani, bro. Part-time accountant, full-time baller.
He's not a baller.
Hey, don't you dare disrespect my granny like that, okay?
I know Four Eyes is listening to me.
Hey, he has contacts now. Just like me, we're not Four Eyes anymore. You can't call us Four Eyes. Stop it.
I've never seen you actually with glasses. I don't think so.
Yeah, you have. I used to coach you with glasses on. What are you talking about, bro?
Dude, I don't remember those days.
You don't remember those days?
I don't.
That was a long time ago. Meanwhile, Emmy's trying to watch the game while we're talking about our past. Oof.
Look at him
Ooh.
trying to be Pavard, man.
Look
Who
at
is
him
that?
trying to be Pavard.
Rabiot.
Dude, that's so annoying that, like... Here's the thing. It's like... Wasn't it like Nacho Fernandez scored the same exact goal and Pavard's like, the next game, like, oh, I'm going to do one better. And just like...
Pavard was a little bit more in the mixed section.
What?
And Nachos was a little bit like
Lower.
like
yeah, it's like a
half
slice.
volley.
Yeah. But man... Two of the near exact same goal. What's been the nicest goal of the World Cup so far? Because it has to be the Richarlison one,
I
right?
was going to say the Richarlison.
Dan's like, no, nothing that involves Serbia. No.
No, honestly, the one that Abubakar scored, I think would probably be the best.
But are we going to
Against
discredit the two England ones?
Which ones?
The Rashford free kick or the Saka goal?
He scored a free kick. You want a cookie?
But that free kick was dirty. What are you talking about?
But also the Saudi Arabia goal in the Argentina game.
That one was
When
good
he beat
too.
four defenders
Yeah.
and then
And
hit
it just
it
whipped
right
it
up in
top right
90.
corner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Now, there hasn't been a goal that makes you sit there and go.
The Richarlison scissor kick, I feel like, takes the cake though, dude.
Artie, he was 2 feet of, like.
It doesn't matter. You go to the World Cup and you try scoring a scissor kick in front of goal.
It's not that hard.
Meanwhile, in our 7-a-side league, I miss it wide open net.
Well,
Okay?
That's you.
Yeah, exactly. But we're that. Nah.
Have you called me
Yeah.
on the 7-a-side league?
I've balled with you in the 7-a-side league.
I know. Have you balled with me this season?
Oh, this season. No, I mean, no, we played our men's team together.
Yeah, but We haven't played 7-a-side. I'm saying you give me a ball 7-a-side.
Yeah.
Watch.
Okay. Anyways, I'm just saying. There's levels to it. Plain and simple. Not all of us are the same level. Besides the point. But we're wrapping up towards the end of these games. But match week's not over yet. We still have another 15 minutes live here on air. If you want to hear us, or if you want us to get off the air, you could call in station. And if you'd like to, no call to actions. Call us station and tell us to get off. But I hope you didn't. I already don't. But it is what it is.
So you're telling me we're not on the games for Argentina and Poland?
We are. It's at 2:00.
Oh.
We're not right after this.
Oh.
I know they switched the times on us now. It's like it goes from being like 5 a.m., 8 a.m., 11 a.m., and 2 p.m. to just 10 a.m. and 2 p.m.
I'm okay with that.
I'm with you on that one.
I'm okay with that.
Because those days of me being up at like 3:30 in the morning.
Terrible.
Well, Tuesday was the worst. So last Tuesday, I got up at 3:30 in the morning, got here at 4:30. I didn't leave this campus till 10:30 at night because I had my 3-hour class at night.
I remember that you were stressing so much about that.
Because I wasn't stressing. I just want to be here because
Yeah.
then we finished up by 4 and I had 2 hours of doing nothing.
How old are you?
Terrible.
23.
You shouldn't be stressing at that age, my brother.
I stress about a lot of things. Okay, I stress. I get anxious. I
gonna
get
get gray hairs
upset.
by the time you're
I get sad. Leave me alone. Is what it is. But I mean, here's the thing. I'd much rather have the gray hairs than bald. I don't want a bald.
At Ali.
No. I'm adding my own family. Don't you dare disrespect my Habibi like that.
I love Ali.
Astaghfirullah. Don't you dare disrespect my Habibi like that.
I love Ali.
Ali, shout out to you. I love you.
You should have came. You brought his brother Friday night.
Hattie. Oh,
Bro, his brother's a baller.
Hattie's a baller, dude.
I sat there and asked Ali. I was like, "How old is your brother?" He was like 16. I said, "Excuse me."
Well, Hattie's a sophomore, right? Because he got held back.
I said
when he was like really, really
"Excuse me?"
young.
At first, I was like, "Does he want to play on the men's on our men's team?"
The men's team.
I was
No,
like,
Hattie's brother's a baller. But, no, Ali's brother. Ali's
like a
brother
mini Ali.
Hattie's a baller.
He's like a mini Ali
Yeah.
with just a semi better shot. Sorry, Ali.
Oh, but do you not remember that one outside the boot? He scored it for NJ play.
Yeah, but you should have came Friday. Justin Johanneman.
I know. I'm still worried about my knee. I'm sorry. I busted it up playing for Match Week FC because we were trying to win money for WMSC, and I don't want to be on. And Mbappe with a Meg. Oof.
Oh.
I'm just afraid of being on crutches again, Dan. I don't want to not have to walk for 4 months again because of a stupid injury. I really can't afford to gain all that weight back again and be depressed again. No, thank you. So I got to take a break from the game I love, okay? Can you respect that?
That doesn't mean you still can't come and watch.
Yes, because I want sleep. I want sleep, Dejan.
You won't get it.
I know I won't get it anyways. Because I
So?
toss and turn and think about everything.
So
So I don't know.
come to Friday.
Maybe I'm just like in my lonesome stage right now. But besides the point, we have things to talk about here. Because we still didn't even preview the England-Senegal game. Which is...
Senegal.
Go Senegal. Here's the thing. Are you still impressed with the fact that Senegal's been able to do what they do without having a Sadio Mane available?
I didn't even notice that, man.
What? The Tyler Creator?
Igor, man, that's hilarious.
Oh, man. You want to know what's below Tyler, though, on that door right there? You see?
Match week, yeah.
Match week, yeah. I'm everywhere. I used to be everywhere on this campus, but they started taking down my
You
stickers.
should have put it right on the windowsill.
No, we can't put it on the windows, technically.
Says who?
It's like technically a fire hazard or something.
Dembele just missed.
Yeah. On his right foot, which is supposedly a strong foot. We don't know.
Dembele.
Suppose he has like 12 strong feet, even though he only has 2. I don't know. Oh.
Ball in.
And...
To nobody. At a boy, Griezmann. Definitely worth the 20 mil that you're...
Well, that Griezmann saga. So, Emmi, do you know of the price tag that Griezmann was sold for back in the day?
Now how much?
So Griezmann, when he was at Atletico, went there for around 20 million from Real Sociedad. Played for Atletico for a long time, and then Barcelona bought him
Okay.
for 140 million, $140 million.
That's a big upgrade.
And then 2 years later, after paying him 800K a week, sold him back to Atletico with a first year on loan, and guess for how much?
How much?
For $20 million.
He went down.
He went back to Atletico for only $20 million when he got sold for $140 million.
But maybe it's not all about the money for him.
No. What I'm saying is Barcelona spent $140 million to get him, and they only got $20 million back when they sold him.
Sounds like United.
No, Barcelona, I hope they go bankrupt because their management is horrendous to players. Because they didn't want to pay Frankie de Jong his wages, dude. Like, it's not the player's fault that you offer to pay him $350K a week and you only want to pay him $125. Granted, it's still a lot of money, but if you're gonna say you're gonna pay a player his wages, pay him his wages.
Pay Ronaldo.
No, Ronaldo agreed to not wanting the rest of his money. Thank God, dude. His contract was ridiculous. So, just to let you know, Emmy, Ronaldo, his first season at United, because they were playing in the Champions League, his wages said that he get paid $729,000 a week.
Okay.
And then this season, because there was no Champions League, penalty here for France, it looks like.
Just outside the box.
Oh, is it just outside the box?
Yeah.
I saw players bundled up in the box, so I got
lying,
confuzzled.
Ardi.
I got confuzzled. I got confuzzled.
25,000 viewers. Why are you lying?
Well,
to them?
okay, you're talking retrospectively when we're offline. Online, I don't know how much we have. But if you're listening while we're live, I love you. But no call to actions here. But here's the thing. So I was misconstructed because I saw the players piling around the goalie, the referee in the box, so it confused me. I was confuzzled. But yeah, so Ronaldo, his second season with not being in the Champions League, was getting paid $580,000 a week.
Okay.
So I wish I could get paid that much.
We
Keep
all
dreaming
do.
big, buddy.
I'll take $2 right now to pay for Red Hawk parking deck, please. Just give me something, man.
How long have you been here for?
What? At this
Yeah.
today?
Station, yeah.
I got in at 8:45.
There's no $2 for your parking.
Yeah, for my parking fee.
There's
No,
no
it's not.
$2.
Dan's learned the hard way. There's no $2 in my parking fee. No, I'm gonna be here till like 5-ish today.
What is this guy like stressing
times
about?
that 2 by like 10.
Yeah, I know. It's gonna be like $20.
Is that a Serbia flag over there?
I'd be surprised.
Hey, man.
Ooh, this keeper is
just
scaring me for
pick up the
Tunisia.
ball,
By the way,
man.
8-minute stoppage time from where?
Because from all these Tunisian players rolling around on the ground.
Oh, they're getting called out by Emmi DeNovellis. You guys are diving. You're flopping. But no, I mean France here. The fact if they lose this game before going into the what a switch.
That was a switch.
No, I know. It wasn't.
But it's also because they didn't start their strongest 11.
That
But
is
at the
Serbia
same time,
flag.
this ruins the momentum that they've been creating.
Yeah,
throughout the
exactly.
past 2 games.
And it's just like, but why? Like, I don't understand why Camavinga is playing left back. I don't understand why you have a midfield 4 that was 4 defensive midfielders. Like, it didn't make sense to me.
I'm just glad that Serbia there is there for the propaganda, as you see right there, right in the Tunisia defense.
Is it Tunisia or is it Tunisia? Because I keep saying both, and I don't know which one to say.
Whatever.
Whatever. But like, we're sort of disrespecting a country.
No, we're
What if
not.
someone looked at Serbia and said, "What? Serbia," or like said Serbia?
It's pretty. You just sit there and sound it out. It's not that hard.
Yeah, but like,
Serbia.
what about Albania? They
It's
could,
like Qatar, and then like people in Qatar say Qatar.
yeah.
So
So it's like,
Maybe it's like
it
that.
just depends who you're asking. For me, it's bottom of the group.
for me, it's bottom of the group. For me, it's no human rights. That's what I call them. But
That's Iran.
well, no, that's Qatar as well. Do you not know the controversy surrounding Qatar at all?
I do know that the Iranian player. I think Iranian women aren't allowed in the stadium. I'm pretty sure.
Well, Iran and Qatar both have their own things going on. Qatar has like the blood of people for building their stadiums.
Oh, by the way, Schmeichel is up for this corner. So
Schmeichel is up for the corner.
They have no goalkeeper. Matt Ryan, get up and play the ball long and just score a second goal. Put
Pull
it
Tim Howard. Come on.
He's already at midfield. Oh, never mind, man.
So can we confirm that Australia has won their game?
It's +6.
Plus
Yeah,
6?
We're looking at what? +14 total? 15? Not good at math, so.
I'm good at math. I feel like you hear that from people all the time. She's not good at math.
Where's Granit, man?
Yeah, where's our account when you need him? By the way, so I mean, just let you know, we have a friend named Granit Ramadani, one of my best friends growing up. Every time we introduce him, we either introduce him as the responsible guy who has a responsible job, or we introduce him as one of our friends who has a house. That's the only way. Only way we can introduce him. Because what, Granit got his house when he was like 24? That's
me. I don't know.
well, I guess you're not as close with him as I am.
I just met Granit like 2 years ago.
What are you talking about? You say you just meet people, but everyone's been around you for a long time. You just chose not to remember
I
them.
promise you I never known Granit.
Well, you know what? It is what it is, Dan. I feel disrespect, but well, besides the point. Just joking.
I feel like
I feel pain of,
go Tunisia.
yeah, go Tunisia.
Oh, here comes good old Peter Schmeichel again. 40 years of age.
You mean Casper?
Yeah.
Peter's his father.
Yeah. That's a Schmeichel. Here comes Schmeichel.
By the way, how crazy is it that
Not at all.
that
Not at all.
hold on, I'm not done talking yet.
I know.
So how crazy is that? Peter Schmeichel won a Premier League, and then years later, his son was able to win the Champions League. I mean, a Premier League before Liverpool could have won another Premier League.
It's good. It runs in the family.
Runs in the family.
DNA.
But that's a pretty cool, like, heartfelt story here. But, Dan, any other... Remember, this is still match week. This isn't World Cup coverage currently, but this is match week. So is there anything else you want to talk about here before we wrap up the show today?
My country loses against Switzerland, I'm probably never going to come back.
No, don't say that. We're going to miss you, Dejan.
Nah.
Even though, like, not that many people at the station know you, I know you. I'll miss you.
It's okay.
Emmy's going to miss you, bro. Come
The
on.
reason I'm here
Steven won't miss you.
because of up here. The knowledge up here
The knowledge up here.
is immense.
Oh, man. But no, Dan, here's the thing, right? You just got to learn about what disappointment is. Like Albania, we get bought off for results, and it's just how it is. We just have to deal with it.
No, but I should be more disappointed than you guys. Australia won, by the way.
Australia have officially won.
Clinched.
So they have clinched second, and, I mean, France is guaranteed won
Yeah.
the first place spot. So then now we can say that the 1D, which is like the first place of Group D, is France, and 2D is now Australia. So when we're talking about in regards to the table and lineups and stuff, I'm going to go to World Cup. I'm going to go to playoff. So it is 1C versus 2D. So there's nothing anywhere near guaranteed for the groups for Group DC, right? There's nothing guaranteed for them.
Yeah.
If we go to table, because Group C is still up in the air for who's going to place first.
Denmark also, by the way, finished last in their group.
Poor Denmark.
Ooh.
No! Within the dying seconds of the game, scoring in Fergie time, Antoine Griezmann here. Tunisia, I don't think they know that. Anthony Cafone is calling me, our assistant sports director. Anthony Cafone, how may I help you? I'm live on air for Match Week right now. I have Emmi DeNovellis in the studio. What's up? I'm actually on air right now. You want to put you on speaker? Okay, sounds good. I'll call you. I got 4 minutes. Yes, I'll call you back in 4 minutes. All right. All right. Bye. Oh, I love Cafone. Here's the thing. I don't think any of the fans understand that their chances were over already.
Yeah, I don't think they understood that either.
Man.
Great volley. Horrible clearance.
Yep. Oof. On Griezmann's weak foot as well.
Goalkeeper could have done better.
Ball just flies in bottom left corner.
He's so composed.
Yeah. I mean, I think that, again, that's your... Oh, deflected.
Yeah.
You hate seeing when goals turn out to just be deflections. It's not just like
Imagine
a
it hit the
strike.
guy in the face. Imagine.
Dude, stop. That'd be so messed up, but so
game-winning block
funny.
just got rocketed right off his face.
Yeah, game-winning block, but it wouldn't have won the group.
YouTube video.
Oh, yeah. But it's been happening, so I don't even keep noticing, but Rashford has a certain shot he's been taking where the past 2 times he's taken it, he's just rocked defenders in the head, and they've gone down. And it sort of made me keep thinking that, again, like that Scott Sterling clip of like the goalkeeper just like standing there and keeps getting rocked in the face. What is there, a VAR check?
About
Or
what?
a final? It's a final, but like the referee's like doing something. I don't know what's going on here.
Denmark finished last. That's the main topic.
The time's up, but they're doing what? Hold on.
What is there?
If they call this back, this is Tunisia's biggest ever win.
Wait, hold on.
And it's probably going to be a national holiday.
Hold on. There's a VAR check.
my.
He
About
blew the
what?
whistle already. But he blew the whistle already. Hold on.
About a foul?
But like, why is this? The goal doesn't matter because they don't progress.
Please. It doesn't matter. The
Why
fact that
don't
their
you just let
country.
it be?
Hold on here.
Please. He's probably not going to call it, but I beg.
Advantage from an offside position they're going to call. But it doesn't even matter though. Because,
He was off.
yeah, he was off, but the ball wasn't played to him though. It came off the defender.
He's going to sit there and be like, yeah, mate, it's offside.
But
But
I forget what game it was, but there was a game where
it was.
I think it's Poland. Was
it was the
Poland,
Brazil
Mexico?
game. No, it was the Brazil game that just passed. We were talking about how like they called the goal off because Richarlison was in an offside position winning the ball for Vinicius.
Okay, or there was, I forget, there was a different game where the defender literally passed it to the other
Please.
team on an offsides position, and the referee called it offsides when it's just not offsides because the defender touched it.
But isn't the rule, though, that if it deflects off a defender and you're in an offside position, it's now played onside?
Yeah.
Wait a second.
But wait, you can't just start the time on the game again and then call a no
Not
goal.
goal. Ah, no goal.
But this doesn't affect their placement, though, no?
It doesn't, but Tunisia beat France.
Because
I think
even
they
if
added a new rule to the World Cup.
actually no, it doesn't. Wait, hold on. No, it still doesn't even matter because
It doesn't
Australia.
because-
Australia wouldn't even make it through though. That's the thing. Because it would still just be like because Australia would still be on a -1 goal differential, and then France would be on a 3 instead of a 4. That's I mean, well, guess what? I think it's our time, guys. It's time to wrap it up. This game was a fun game to watch, but there was nothing much going on in regards to it. It is now France finishing first place with Australia finishing second. Thank you for coming on today, guys. My name is Ardi Emini. I was joined by Emmi DeNovellis, Dejan Bursac, and Steven Moncayo. He was here for a bit, but he had to leave, sadly. Make sure you tell somebody you love them. I'll see you next time. Bye.